enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
The jokes have begun. Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hello, everybody.
It's Jimmy Fallon Day.
Is that it? Whole day?
Yeah, let's call it Jimmy Fallon Day.
Yeah.
Actually, very excited.
I know. It's going to be fun.
We're taping Jimmy Fallon, I don't know what, in the afternoon?
Yeah, they do that tape in the afternoon thing, and then you get to hang out for hours before you watch it. And then you wonder, what if it looked good or sounded good or anything like that?
It's going to be fine. We had fun talking to the Jimmy Fallon people yesterday afternoon.
Yes, we talked to their peeps.
And we're going to be on the show with Betty White.
Betty White.
Let's try to make out with Betty White.
She'd probably do it. She's a goer, that Betty White.
Is she really?
Yeah, she's a pretty wild older woman.
Who's wilder, her or Cloris Leachman?
Well, I think they're both from the same school of thought, you know?
And the same show.
Yeah, Mary Tyler Moore. They're on that thing. And then an occasional, guest spot on Rhoda.
Rhoda sucked.
Rhoda.
Let's not date ourselves.
I'm Rhoda Morgenstern. All right, you're Jewish. We get it.
She had a big J on her forehead. We know.
With her schmata.
With the crazy 70s outfits.
Yeah.
Does she have headbands and stuff? And
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then her sister, Rhoda's sister, the fat one. Remember her?
Oh, right.
And I think she went on to, isn't that, what's
That's
her name?
Marge Simpson.
That's Marge Simpson's voice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was Rhoda's sister on,
What's her name?
on Rhoda.
Marge. Or
Marge
something.
Simpson.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Voice.
Yeah.
Girl, woman.
Girl.
Nancy
Cartwright.
What?
No, that's not Nancy Cartwright.
Nancy Cartwright?
No, that's Bart.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Don't make a mistake in this room. It's just Dan's just trying to offer some. Isn't that Nancy? You piece of shit.
Julie Kavner?
That sounds like her. That's her.
Yeah. Let's
That's
go with
her.
that.
See, I got confused.
Wow.
That's the one.
Why is a chick doing the voice of Bart Simpson? I never understood that. The first time we
that
met
high
Nancy
voice.
Cartwright out there in L.A., I'm like, you're Bart Simpson? I mean, this was
weirdest
before
thing.
most people knew that the voice of Bart Simpson was done by a woman.
Yeah.
It confused everybody. What? You're Bart Simpson?
By the way, Nancy Cartwright also was in the Twilight Zone movie as the sister of Anthony. Okay, Anthony. Whatever you need, Anthony. She was the one that was running through the cartoon character scene and then eating. Yeah.
That's a nice little
That was her.
factoid.
Little factoid for you.
And then she was in some sitcom that didn't go anywhere.
Pretty sure that
I
was her.
forgot the name of, but
Looks different.
whatever. Did you like the new website?
The new website.
I turned you guys on to because Jimmy came in and what'd you say, Jimmy? You've given up on the calorie counting already?
No, I don't know how much. I ate grilled chicken a couple times yesterday. I don't know how big the portions were. I ordered like a piece of grilled chicken with some teriyaki, and then I had like a little asparagus.
Oh, the teriyaki's bad.
That's not that bad. I mean, a little like that, I don't mind. A little teriyaki sauce if I'm eating grilled
Yeah, but
chicken
the
and
calorie
asparagus.
counter might mind.
Well, the calorie counter has to simmer down.
The calorie counter might mind.
They don't say a nice piece from the market grilled chicken. I don't know how much I ate. And then last night I ate grilled chicken for dinner, but then I had a little bit of very low fat avocado dip.
How much of a portion? How many portions did you have?
Yeah.
How many portions?
I knew
strawberries.
Yeah, they were calling me old yellow shirt.
Old yellow face.
Of course. Old yellow gums. I don't know, but I'm trying to figure out how much grilled chicken I had. 'Cause I had a huge piece last night.
I think
Foreman grill.
You know, I actually got a piece of chicken at the market yesterday, and it was under £1. So
The market. Where are you, Bangladesh?
yeah, it was at the market.
Is it the marketplace?
It was a suicide bombing as I was buying chicken.
I think it was like £0.75 and that was a big piece of chicken, and I didn't eat the whole thing.
It might be I think I had like a half-pound piece last night, but
That sounds about right, Jimmy.
really?
If it wasn't like huge, maybe a little more than that, slightly.
I have to start my calorie count today.
Oh, exhausting.
Yeah,
It's
it does
exhausting.
seem like you're exhausting yourself.
Honey, I'm doing the best I can.
You know what?
Yeah.
So then we went to this website. It's called thisiswhyyourefat.com.
Yeah.
And This website's just getting started, but basically it's a picture of all these delicious things that people eat, and this is why you're fat.
What is that, Danny?
Can you read off some of the deliciousness?
That looks horrific. It's just people take pictures of their plates, and they're full of just high-calorie, disgusting, cheesy messes.
No, could you call it goodness?
Goodness,
Well,
yes.
I think
In the end, it's goodness.
This one's good for you because it's chicken.
Well, that was my dad's philosophy because he had horrible heart problems. Horrible. And we would try to watch his diet, and we go, all right, what'd you eat? Buffalo chicken wings? I'm like, that's probably the worst thing you could eat if you have horrible heart problems. He goes, what? It's chicken.
Yeah, it's all
and he
butter and, like, you ever see him make those things?
You don't want to know what they do. They say chicken skin, especially fried, is the worst thing you can eat on this planet, basically.
And, of course, goodness.
Oh, it's just filled with goodness.
If you get a nice piece of nicely cooked, tender chicken, but the outside, the skin has been crispy a little bit, and you get that on the same fork, fucking best.
And then you dip it in more hot sauce that's on the bottom of the plate. Then you put in the blue cheese.
Shots of butter.
How many calories in a dozen buffalo chicken wings, Dan, king of the internet?
Well, I will find that for you.
That's
your
your
new
new title.
varying results.
King of the internet.
King of the internet.
Yep.
That's what we
Average
should
it out.
That's the bit we should do to see if anyone could find stuff faster than Danny can. I don't think this is a person alive.
Probably a medium coffee.
I think
8%.
Travis just chimed in saying he rules.
Oh, Travis, come on.
Shut up, you girl.
Hey, Travis, did you like the new website? This is why you're fat.com.
I love the new website.
You're gay.com.
No, that's not it. I would never do
It's
that.
just a photo of Cox.
This is
And
all
thin
stuff.
bearded gentlemen.
Yeah. If you find yourself salivating looking at these, and you look down at your keyboard and there's drool on it, you're like, oh no, I'm a fag.
What dish did you like the best when you were looking at the website today, there,
Well,
Travis?
I just found the Patty La Burger, which is a triple bacon cheeseburger with deep fried patties as buns.
Oh no, a bunch of dried dried up 50-year-old vaginas as a burger.
So they deep fry more burgers to just make the buns out of
It looks
them.
delicious.
It
I can
looks
eat everything on this website.
Of course you can. You weigh 80 pounds.
You're the only person that is, looking at that website and not feeling guilty.
Exactly.
Got a metabolism like a hummingbird.
Yeah, look at I think my cholesterol is probably really bad.
Yeah,
So.
I'm sure.
What you can't do is fight off a common cold or live to be past 40, hopefully. Little weak heart.
People are looking at the website at home. They're just writing "Sweet Jesus."
Yeah. It's a horrific site.
860 calories
I mean, I'm sure it's depending
12
on
wings.
and 12 wings.
what kind of oil and what kind of sauce, but
Those are tiny little fucking wings.
I think that's on
Back to the
the.
hummingbird bit again for those wings.
I think that's on the low side.
I'm sure you.
But then, if you're having wings, you're also having a few beers, and then you're.
And are you dipping it in that friggin' dressing there and
yeah,
stuff?
all
Because
that
that'll
stuff.
do it. Now, I want to know what that big cheesy plate is
chicken.
there. It's chicken and what?
topped with pepperoni, ham, and garlic butter on top of French fries covered in cheese.
Sounds great. Sounds really good for you.
That's the Teesside meat feast.
Nothing ever meat feast thing, whenever they put them on at like a chain restaurant or something, it's never good.
No.
And for the people that are confused and they think chicken wings are healthy because it's chicken, look up the inventor of the chicken wing and see what happened to him.
Oh, boy.
If I got my factoids right, he died of a massive coronary,
I wouldn't doubt it.
barely making 50 years old.
Oh,
I hope so, because that would suck if he lived to be 98 and he was really healthy and he was hip.
eating those chicken wings?
Yeah.
That would confuse everyone.
Hit by a truck.
So what do you need counted now, Jimmy? I like the new bit, the calorie counting Jim Norton bit.
I just, I'm nothing. I just realized that a medium Starbucks coffee, regular coffee with skim milk, is 8% of my daily calories. Doesn't make sense.
8%.
Not throw the.
I'm only
No,
curious. I don't care about the calorie count. MJ is writing me now, screaming. I'm just curious as to the things I'm eating that are probably bad that I'm not sure of.
Whoa, slow
So
down.
she's screaming, "Oh my God, look who I'm with."
Slow down. Something's
He likes
wrong.
boys.
A medium coffee can't be 8% of your calories for the day. That's impossible.
Probably not.
How much sugar you got in there?
None. I don't use sugar with my
So
coffee.
it's just coffee and skim milk? That's impossible.
Well,
No,
it's
can't be.
140 calories.
Can't be.
It
Coffee
can't
and skim
be.
milk.
That's impossible.
They're factoring in all kinds of things that
They're probably
people pour in
assuming
there.
that people are putting cream in there and maybe a couple things of sugar, because that's impossible.
cream goes in. It's just drinking.
I love the people that go to Starbucks, and because it seems like it's a coffee shop, you can order anything on the menu, and it's got to be like
just
low
coffee.
in calories.
It's just coffee.
Some of those drinks are, I think, over 1,000 calories.
Yeah, just for one drink, 1,000 calories.
That's unbelievable.
It goes pretty much half your day.
Wait, there's not 11 grams of sugar in just a medium coffee, right?
Why would there be 11 grams? No, you're putting that in there.
I didn't put it in there.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't put it in there.
Coffee
Why does
doesn't
it say sugars?
Coffee doesn't come with sugar. You put the sugar in it.
I didn't put any sugar.
All right, Jimmy. All right. We're all on edge.
We're all on edge. We're with you, Jim. We're with you.
Because you know what? Anthony referenced that Twilight Zone movie. That's how we are with Jimmy right now. It's okay, Jimmy.
It's okay, Jimmy.
Don't worry.
Sure, Jimmy.
If you're
say
a good so. 140
That's
calories,
right.
okay.
You count those calories, Jimmy. You're a good boy.
Because he'll just explode.
It'll explode and we'll all be sent to the cornfield.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Anthony. You're a good boy. What do you want for dinner, Anthony? You have hamburgers with peanut butter and potato chips on them? It's good.
Yeah, whatever you want.
They're like, sure, it's good, Anthony. We love you, Anthony. You're a good boy.
You know we should be doing that bit for somebody else, but...
Oh, I know. Around this place? You're a good boy, Howie. That's how everybody is around here.
That's how they treat them.
You're a good boy. Sure, whatever you want.
You want to work 2 days a week? Okay.
I'll send you the cornfield.
That's more like it. The first answer today, Hermans Head.
Oh, God.
New bit. We just, answer the stuff as we go along.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
Remember I said, what's her name? I forgot her name. Nancy Cartwright?
Yeah.
Some sitcom, and I went, whatever. Look at that. The magic screen gave me the answer. Instead of instant feedback, this is now called the magic screen.
Was that Nancy Cartwright that was on Herman's Head?
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No.
I think it was another one from
the other
The
one.
Simpsons.
No.
Yeah, it was the one that
Julie-
is Lisa. The one that does Lisa.
The one that does Lisa.
Oh,
Yes, and
Wait,
she
wait, wait.
was in
Oh, you're right.
Maximum Overdrive.
God
she was
damn it, you're right.
the bride in Maximum Overdrive, the Trucks movie, the Stephen King,
Right.
that horrible movie. Hey, bub. It was that one.
Oh, you're right. I'd give myself a boo, but for some reason, E-Rock felt like not setting up the instant replay today.
Aw.
Why would you set it up?
Yardley Smith.
Yardley Smith is
Yardley.
the answer. Okay, I knew it was a Simpson character in a sitcom.
Yeah.
It was the
Homer
one that did the
doesn't
voice
show
of
up in
Lisa.
anything, does he? He's just Homer.
Why would he?
Well,
He's got it made.
the other ones have been in all kinds of little things here and there.
Who makes
How
the
about
most money
Homer?
on that show? That used to be a big controversy for a while.
They don't make all the same. Well, I mean,
I think Bart and Homer were neck and neck as far as getting paid the most.
Homer probably makes a
Is that
lot
show
more.
still on The Simpsons?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's the 20th year.
Original episodes too?
Yeah.
I tapped out a while ago.
A lot of people have.
Yeah.
A while ago, years ago, I do believe.
The writing has kind of evolved over the years.
Well, it's still very popular. People are still watching The Simpsons.
Apparently.
I'm more a Family Guy, South Park guy. Right?
South Park, I go in waves. Yeah, I have my ebbs and flows with South Park sometimes.
But when,
very
when
funny.
South Park is on,
Oh, yeah, that's what it is, I don't watch them first run. Sometimes I'll just watch them reruns and go, oh, my God, this is hysterical again, and then start watching it again, yeah.
I just want the kids to grow up a little bit. They've been the same age for like 10 years.
I don't like when they age cartoon kids.
I love when they age the
No.
cartoon kids.
The only one that they aged well was when Fred was dreaming, Fred Flintstone, and Pebbles grew up and got married in the little church.
That was creepy.
Yeah, it was a creepy one. That was like a real creepy one.
Didn't it
but she was
snow
all
and
hot
stuff?
and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't it snowing? And they just made it.
Yeah, and he was like, Pebbles. It was all weird, and he looked in there, and the woman turned around. It wasn't Pebbles. And,
Right.
And the aisle in the church started getting real long. It was like some kind of Max Payne fucking nightmare that Fred was having.
It was very dark, I remember.
Yeah.
As a kid, you're like, what?
That
what
was
are they
kind
doing?
of a creepy Flintstones episode.
And wasn't he crying because she was marrying one of the Boondocks?
Oh, I don't think that happened.
Dan Castellan. How do you say his name? Castellaneta or Nada, whatever.
Homer.
Homer was on Stargate.
What?
He guested on Stargate.
Oh, a guest spot on Stargate. Well, that's just because he was one of the
You didn't
Simpsons.
get into Stargate, right?
No, the movie wasn't bad, but the TV show could not get into MacGyver doing
I never
Stargate.
saw it. I think E-Rock's a fan of Stargate, right?
Of course he
Big
is.
time.
Where the
E-Rock's
fuck
a
is
huge
E-Rock? I want buttons.
Yeah,
I want buttons over here.
I have somebody working on it.
That's him, huh?
Is E-Rock in today?
Yeah.
Oh.
Of course.
Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff.
Don't you see your water getting that little ripple in it, like when the T-Rex walked around in Jurassic Park?
I love the guys that just walk down the hall.
Here he comes.
No pressure on you. You're not on the air. Take your time.
Yeah.
Holy crap. This is a pressure cooker every day. Why are you taking your time, E-Rock? What's up?
Fight back,
All right.
E-Rock.
You're too busy on the new website?
Yes.
Seeing how many of those meals you've eaten?
I found 4 already on there that I liked.
Really?
Yeah.
Which 4?
There's a lot of disgusting stuff on
Wait,
there. but
let's
Everything
go.
looks like puke in a plate.
Yeah, let's go back to the website. Don't tell us. Want to guess which 4 meals E-Rock has eaten off that
Yeah.
site?
Page
first
1,
four.
I
page
haven't
2,
eaten, but I
page
would
3,
like
and
to.
page 4.
Travis had the first 4. He only looked at 4.
Then we called him. Yeah.
All right, let's go down the new website and figure out which 4 meals E-Rock has eaten on thisiswhyyourfat.com. Read them off, Dan, and we'll decide.
Well, first up, we got chocolate truffle pie.
Hell no.
No.
Chocolate truffle pie.
Then, then
What is that?
Something called Porky's Revenge, which is a pork schnitzel with ground pork crackle fried and butter. What? Crackle fried in butter, topped with melted Colby cheese and bacon bits.
No.
Holy shit. Would you eat that?
I would eat all these things.
They sound good.
Yeah.
Next up is Kentucky Nachos, which is potato chips covered in barbecued pulled pork, blue cheese, coleslaw, cheddar cheese, and sautéed onions and peppers.
Ah, it sounds delicious. I bet E-Rock likes this.
Heart attack fries.
Yeah.
I got to.
I'm looking at his pants, and whenever I see a tent, I'm going to know it's he ate
Yeah,
one.
whenever he gets a little plump.
That's cheese covered fries with grilled onions, bacon, and beef, and that's something that I could definitely see E-Rock
I
eating.
would say...
I can see him drinking that in a shake.
I'm going to say no, because it doesn't sound...
E-Rock, didn't you have that out of a martini glass somewhere?
Yeah.
No, that was filet mignon, mashed potatoes, gravy, and chives.
In a martini glass to make it classy.
Don't you have a
Yeah.
picture of that? Put it
yeah.
up on the site, because it's one of those sites where you could submit pictures.
Okay.
A meat martini. It's
Yeah.
fun.
My list kind of starts on page 3. So if,
Oh, page 3.
Okay. Well, then go forward.
Wow, he went deep into the website.
really
did.
I did one page and said, all right, that was fun for 2
Yeah.
minutes, and I moved on
Had
to
it.
something else.
But he probably ate things close to things on the first 2 pages. But he's discounting them for some like real weird
Oh,
technical
yeah.
reasons. I didn't have a yellow plate.
Sure.
What is that on a stick?
Deep fried cheeseburger on a
I
stick.
thought about that one.
it's a deep fried cheeseburger on a stick.
Why'd you think about that one?
Because it kind of looks delicious, but I don't know if I'd have a cheeseburger deep fried. I'm on the fence with
Oh,
that.
God damn. What is that? Someone's cock?
Yeah, it's called the humdinger.
Oh,
It's a corn roll tamale and a hot dog bun covered with chili and topped with onions, peppers, and cheese.
No.
oh, here we go.
All
I
right,
see,
this
I see
could
some
be
kind
it.
of a hammy thing or bacony looking.
Ham or any kind of
What's it
cheesy
filled
thing.
with?
That's bacon cream cheese rolls.
No.
Ugh.
That's our big meat feast. Which
Yeah,
we touched
the
on
meat.
before.
I would say, E-Rock would like that.
No,
It's not on his list, but I know
right.
he'd like it.
What are those things? Fucking hen eggs?
Those are deep fried lard balls covered in sugar.
Shut the
No
Who
way.
the fuck's eating that?
Who would eat that?
Is there anyone out there that has eaten what is it? A deep fried lard?
Mongoloids eat that.
Lard ball?
Anyone with a friggin' brain cell would look at that and go, "There's no way I should eat that."
They
Lard balls.
They lick it like a salt lick, like a deer. Like dopes.
What's the next one?
Next up is donut fries, which is donut French fries with raspberry jelly and Bavarian cream dipping sauce.
That looks fucking delicious.
Get me some donut
That's
fries.
like they're fries. They look like fries, but they're donut strips. And then you dip them in raspberry and Bavarian
want
cream.
some of that,
Dude, that looks great.
I would eat them until I was on my back, just throwing up into my own mouth and on my neck.
Like Tub Girl, only out of your mouth.
Hold it for 1 second. More info on Homer,
Yeah.
Entourage,
Oh, okay. Don't worry.
and a regular, according to Bill in Texas,
Oh, Bill.
on Rhoda. the show you referenced this morning.
2 Simpsons characters on Rhoda?
I don't know.
Well, who was he in Rhoda? I'm not buying that.
We'll have to look that up. Oh, we're going to look it up right now. I like this.
Why'd you start talking about Mary Tyler Moore? Is it because of who you're on with tonight?
Betty
Yes.
White.
Oh, okay.
Betty White.
We're going to make out with Betty White.
Make out.
You got to make out. You can't just kiss her on the corpse lips. You got to go all in.
I love Betty White.
Copping a feel.
Oof.
Grab him one. See what Alan Ludden got.
Why would you
No,
say that
see?
about the nice lady?
I know. You know what? She's a wild woman. You see her as herself, she's crazy.
Is she?
Yeah, I love it. Those crazy old women. I don't think he was on that as a regular.
No.
Yeah, I don't
I think the guy's
right.
mistaking
Yeah,
the guy
Hold
that
on.
played Rhoda's boyfriend.
Well, we're not going to let him off the hook. Bill.
Hello, Bill.
We don't see Homer as a regular on Rhoda.
He was a semi-regular.
What was he?
He was just a neighbor or boyfriend along that line, but he wasn't there full time.
He wasn't the boyfriend. That was another guy.
It's not. He's not credited on IMDb.
Not credited.
Maybe he doesn't want that credit on his IMDb.
doing?
Why don't you look up Homer's IMDb and then see what because he might have been on a show that this guy's like Phyllis. He might have been on Phyllis or something else. Or Maude.
There were a lot of
I
spin-offs.
remember him on Rhoda.
You don't remember him on Rhoda.
No, you don't.
He didn't start even. He wasn't even in the business until it looks like '86.
Exactly.
Oh,
he wasn't even born then, sir.
Yeah, you're out of your
He
bird.
was his evil twin brother then.
All right,
Yeah,
thank you,
see,
sir.
liar.
Let's go to some dude in Denver.
It's John in Denver.
Hey, John, how are
Peter
you, buddy?
Jane.
Love you, love the show. Got an Aunt Viola that lived in East Texas. Died when she was 96 years old. And when she was younger, she would eat lard sandwiches on white bread with mayonnaise and cheese.
Lard sandwiches?
Lard sandwiches, yes. You could buy the
Shoot the
sliced lard.
sandwich.
Shoot the sandwich.
I knew where you were going.
I'm not, it's not a joke.
We know.
No, we
Hey,
don't.
we're not laughing at you.
God rest your Aunt Viola's soul.
Yeah.
What did she die of?
Not a joke.
It's
She
not a
died
joke.
when she was 96 of old age. She was picking berries in 98 degrees.
You know
heat.
what? But if she put down the large sandwich, she might have made 102 or 103.
She have an orange peel in her mouth, chasing a little kid around.
She was picking berries, and then Henry Fonda fucked her in the ass against a tree because he was lost, because he was picking berries.
I thought I was fucking a loon.
She was yelling, rape, Norman.
Good evening. See you later.
Good evening.
She died picking berries.
Berries.
I love that one.
Old hag.
Yeah. Fucking fingers all stained with berries she'd been picking
Oh,
that no one
God.
eats. There were those berries off the apartment shrubs, those little red berries that you throw at your friends who are
Yes.
retarded.
Those are, I think, poisonous.
They're
too.
terrible.
Yeah.
She probably ate them.
That's why she had them all around her mouth, all red, and her fingers. She's dead. She'd have lived another 20 years, the dummy.
Stupid Aunt Viola.
Viola's a dumb
She was
bitch.
eating rocks and fucking shards of glass. In that old bag.
Is there anything worse when people talk about their really old relatives and the one thing they still could do on their own? Is that the worst conversation?
Yeah. You know, she's 95 and she washes her own face.
Right. She's
Wow, great.
She still makes her own phone calls.
Yeah. She walks around the house. There's no problem. She still cooks for herself.
She still could use the remote and watch
good.
TV.
That's good. You
Wonderful.
talk like a child when they first start doing stuff.
Yeah.
She's starting to walk.
Yeah.
It's good. She's a little shaky.
You go out the same way. The one thing that they're still doing.
Yeah.
You know, it's about this death thing, and then we'll get back to that website. You know, that time's a bitch.
Yeah, we have always said that.
And how could I say this? And this is something for Danny. What year was wiped out recently as far as people born in that year? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No.
how can I explain this? We're in
The
the
last
year
living member of a year birth, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you just watch those years ticking closer to your birth date. You know what I mean? Like, it's 2009, so you got to think that everyone born in the 1800s are there's got to be a few.
There are a couple who are like 110.
1800s?
Dude,
You'd
anyone
have to
over
be-
109.
Yeah.
Well, here's
Yes.
here's something. One of the world's oldest women died recently. It was only reported June 5th.
Okay.
And it says here that South African Moloko Timo, grandmother of 29, passed away June 5th. Miss Timo said she was born on July 4th, 1874.
That's impossible.
So there are people still alive from the 1870s?
No, she's lying.
I'm mistaken.
Or 1880s?
She's so old. What the fuck
Yeah,
does she know?
she's old. She said.
Yeah. Like, how far do we have to go back where anyone born in that year they're all dead? You know what I mean?
I'm going to guess 1889 or
We
in
just
the
have to
80s.
find
It's got to be way up in the 1800s.
We just got to find the oldest living person.
Well, yeah.
And that's it.
But there's a couple people like 115, 119 years old.
Australia's oldest man, 110, dies.
He was born in 1899.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're almost done with the 1800s. Anyone born in the 1800s, dead.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right, whatever. Back to Fatty's bit. We got to figure out what E-Rock's eating. All right, where are we at? The lard thing? We moved on?
Yeah. This thing that you guys are looking at right now is called a Hawaiian meatloaf sandwich.
Oh,
And this is number one on my list.
We were going to guess. I wouldn't have guessed the Hawaiian sandwich.
Meatloaf with macaroni salad, gravy, and pineapple on a bun.
You've eaten this?
No, but I would like to try it.
Wait,
why?
you get to the third page before you get to stuff you want to try?
Yeah,
The other stuff didn't entice you?
not too much.
Why would you want to try that one?
that
then?
looks delicious. Can't go wrong with meatloaf.
Would you do this bit if we could get these things?
Yeah.
I want to see you eat a deep fried lard ball covered with sugar.
Bring in Mr. Lard.
How the fuck do we get that done? Because that's the one that piqued everyone's interest. Deep fried
Hawaiian meatloaf sandwich?
No, the lard ball. I want him to try the other stuff that's really weird.
I'm sure we can make some phone calls, find a place around here that wouldn't mind deep frying up some lard balls.
But they have to know how to make it. Where does the lard ball come from? The deep fried lard ball. It has to be somewhere down south. And then what? They roll it in sugar or something? Powdered sugar?
That's got to be awful.
No kidding. That's why I want to eat rock.
Don't they make candles out of lard?
That sounds like a state fair kind of a fucking, thing you would eat at a state fair.
Where? In West Virginia?
Yeah, one of those like state fairs.
But in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, Travis is telling
Definitely.
me that he's got a deep fryer at his house, and he wouldn't mind deep frying up some lard balls
Yeah,
for
but he's
Eric.
got to know how to do it.
We'll get recipes.
All right.
I could just bring the deep fryer in. It plugs in.
All right, let's try it. Would you try a deep fried lard ball?
I'll try it.
Okay. So that's but the Hawaiian sandwich would be the first one you would try.
Yeah.
On the list. All right. What other ones? We could go through this fast now.
You want me to just read it off?
You want to just read it off? Ed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let her rip.
The second one is called Potachos. It's potato chips, cheddar, bacon, tomatoes, onions, ketchup, and sour cream.
Oh my god.
Yeah, here's a picture.
It's like some kind of nachos, but only with potato chips and all those other
Can you
things of
imagine
goodness.
the farts after eating something like that? Just those hot air farts.
Where your ass just opens real wide because of the pressure, but doesn't make that sound. It just
Like it's ready to sing opera.
and it's all heat. Heat that you feel on your hips.
Right.
That's how far it goes in your pants.
Your asshole sighing.
That's a good way to look at it.
You ever Dutch oven? How great is it like when you cut one of those under the sheets, and then you wait just a few seconds and you lift it gently with your shoulder and allow the sheet to fall back? It's like spoiled vegetables.
All right, that's two.
The third one is called the Bulldog. It's hot dog and cheese deep fried in an egg roll.
Yeah, the egg roll messes
Why
that
would you
up.
eat that?
Why would you eat that?
Yeah, the egg roll doesn't fit with the other stuff.
looks
Eggs
delicious.
are never pleasurable. Most people eat the eggs.
I love egg rolls.
For the health thing.
Well, egg rolls.
Oh,
are
egg
good,
rolls,
but
I'm sorry.
It
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
but it doesn't really
Still
fit
early.
with the rest of the stuff.
I guess
Egg roll.
that's what I was getting at, yeah.
I don't know.
Although I did have something that's kind of well, not close to this, but it's a egg roll with steak and cheese inside. It's like a deep fried. It's like a Philly cheesesteak egg roll.
Oh, yeah.
and it's probably one of the most delicious things I've ever had in my entire life.
I've had those. Those are great.
You've had those.
Of course you have.
Is your wife to be disappointed that you're not trying to lose the weight anymore?
I think she's just given up.
Like whenever you're eating something like some delicious piece of cheesecake, do you feel her eyes just fucking boring into you?
Because she's looking at it going like, oh, why is he doing this?
She's trying to be cool, but your chick is hot. She's
way
put
out
together.
of your fucking
She
league.
takes care of herself.
Yeah, well,
Do you want her to just let herself go too?
No.
Would that bother you?
Yeah, that might bother me, yeah.
Yeah, now you know how she feels.
Exactly.
And finally, what's the last dish?
The last dish before I came in here was corn dog casserole. It's corn dogs cut and diced over
Nice.
hash browns and cheese.
You like the weirdest
You like
stuff.
weird cheese.
Yeah.
I never got into the corn dog thing.
Would any of these things that you're talking about give you a pizza problem? Wait, you got to go back, 'cause that just looks like a cartoon.
How the fuck?
That looks like something you'd see in fucking, like in the kids section at Disney.
It looks like it's made of Play-Doh.
Well,
Yeah,
that's because it's
Yep.
hamburger cake.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh. Does the cake shape look like a burger?
Yeah.
Wow.
What's the green shit?
I don't know.
That's marzipan. Hate marzipan.
What is marzipan?
I don't know. It's some awful candy. It's horrible.
Someone's trying to turn us on to guesshermuff.blogspot.com.
Yeah.
Oh, Motorhead. Did that a week and a half ago, my friend. That's the
corn dog casserole.
Look at the corn
Oh,
dog.
it's mustard. Sorry, I thought it was
Oh,
cheese.
mustard on top of it.
You like corn dogs, huh?
So that's like fucking 100 corn dogs standing up in a little casserole dish
With hash brown patties.
hash browns, like holding them
Crumbled
together,
bacon,
and then
baked beans, corn, French fries,
Jesus.
topped by corn dog slices and mustard icing.
get out of here.
Mustard icing. Yeah, okay. Someone is saying check out heartattackgrill.com.
That'll give you a good one.
I don't know. This site's pretty good, though. This is why you're fat.com.
Yeah. I'm digging it.
Let's look at Heart Attack
delicious.
Grill. Look at the graphics on Heart Attack Grill.
It's
It's an
got
EKG.
got an EKG and then it flatlines. Oh, come on. There's no way.
What? They're just listing stuff that'll bring you closer to a heart attack?
Yeah. Single bypass burger, double bypass burger, triple and quad bypass burgers, Jolt Cola, no filter cigarettes, flatliner fries. Doesn't really.
Hey, you hear
not
this?
as fun.
Did you hear the story about cigarettes today?
What? They're good for you? Finally.
Something they've been working on for 20 years.
Oh, I did. Yep. I heard this.
And this is a trick in the trade there.
It's all semantics.
Well, they do this with everything, by the
Yep.
way. They do this with all sorts of products.
Yeah.
But we're getting closer to taking the word light off cigarette packaging. Mm-hmm. And both sides are pretty much agreeing, even though the cigarette companies know that this will cost them even more money.
Well,
Yeah.
what is a Marlboro Light compared to a Marlboro? Like, what makes it a light?
Well, basically, the doctors would say technically not much of a difference, but in your head as a consumer, you see light and you go, "Oh, okay, this has got to be way better for me than a regular cigarette."
Cigarette?
Cigarette, all right. A regular cigarette,
Yeah. But in fact is not.
right?
Yes.
But if you were like convincing yourself that you're being healthy by smoking Newport Lights,
Well, they're trying to say a lot of people aren't educated enough, and they really believe that if they smoke light cigarettes, they could smoke a lot more before they.
Well, they're stupid and should be thinned from the herd.
Ah.
So I say let them I say let them die.
All right, E-Rock,
Smoking
thank
those
you.
butts.
good job, Eric. Be good.
Good job on what? Being fat?
So they're actually gonna do that with the cigarettes?
Huh?
They're actually gonna do that with the cigarettes, or are they still working on? Because that's gonna
I guess
cost a fortune.
Yeah, we're still a little ways away, but we're heading toward that. Yeah. It's good. Yeah, they both agree, but they know that it has to be done at this point. So,
Damn, yo.
what do we know on the Holocaust Museum from yesterday?
Oh, this guy seems like a real pleasure for me.
I didn't know it was an old guy.
Yeah, 88 years old.
And his wife said that he's been preaching hate for something like 50 years.
Was he 88? Because that's an odd. 88's a number that white supremacists
I want to say he was 80.
identify with.
I was going to say
He was 88.
88. See, because that's HH in the alphabet.
You think he's just been
Heil
waiting
Hitler.
until he turns 88 to do this?
Maybe.
Knowing the significance of 88?
Maybe. Gotta find out when his birthday is, if he waited a little while, or if it was like, day before yesterday or something. But, yeah, he's been preaching anti-Semitism his whole life, white supremacy. And then, he figured he'd go to the Holocaust Museum and cause a little problem. A to-do. Shot one of the guards, killed him. He had a problem a few years back, too. He went to the what bank is that? The one that runs the whole country? Bill Burr talks about it all the time. The Federal
Reserve.
Oh, Federal Reserve. Okay.
Yeah, he went there because the interest rates were like really sky high back then, and he went there with a bunch of guns and stuff, and was going to make a citizen's arrest on somebody over there.
Asshole.
Yeah, exactly. And he was summarily wrestled to the ground and arrested. And
How do you think that's going to work out
put
for
in
you?
prison for a few years. But he got out, 88 years old, decides he's going to go to the Holocaust Museum and start shooting.
They took him out right away?
Well,
he killed the guard.
Witnesses said that they heard some shots and heard guards yelling, "Put the gun down, put the gun down," and then they heard more shots. So, yeah.
Wow.
They got him. Yeah, this guy was just he's been a little intolerant for quite a few years.
He finally had it. Finally got to him.
Yeah.
Light cigarettes have tiny little holes in the filters, so you're taking less smoke.
Oh,
that's all it is.
Yeah, I used to put my fingers over the holes in the filter. If I had a bum like a Parliament or something like that, they have those holes.
You would notice it, man?
Yeah. You would just hold the filter around where the holes are and smoke it like that.
So I'm not a smoker. I would assume if there's holes in the filters and you're a cigarette smoker, that's going to bother you to the point where you're just going to like suck on the cigarette a lot more.
Yeah, you'll smoke more.
Or do what you did and cover up some of those holes.
That's what they've said.
To get more of the smoke, right?
Yeah. They say you smoke more if you smoke light cigarettes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's really not helping.
Because you haven't satisfied the craving, so you're just going to light up faster?
Yep. Not like a nice Marlboro. Nice Marlboro Red. What was better than a nice fresh pack? You go, give me
having 2 packs.
Having 2 packs. Danny's so right. And you just be like, all right, pack that thing a little bit, and then open it up and take that little foil out. Chukunk. And there it is, the first one, nice and fresh.
Did you like smoking?
I loved it.
Did you really?
Who didn't like smoking? Everyone that quit smoking liked smoking. That's why they had to quit. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm stopping this. It's called quitting. You got to quit. You enjoyed smoking, didn't you, Jim?
I did enjoy smoking.
Yes.
But I didn't want to die with a big thing on my tongue or my gums.
Half your jaw missing, trying to pick up chicks.
Yeah.
They're fucking shoving hookers in your face as they're screaming, trying to make them kiss you.
like Roger Ebert.
Oh, God,
just thumbs-upping prostitutes when they show up.
Oh, poor Ebert. Let me say hi to Mike in Boston. Mike, how did the Red Sox do last night? They beat the Yankees again, Ed?
Oh, God damn.
Did they? Oh.
The Yankees can't seem to win against the Red Sox.
Boston now a perfect 7-0 versus the Yankees this year.
7-0.
Wow. 6-5 last night.
Yankees
Mike
can't win against the Sox.
What do you got, Mike? You're right there, brother.
Hey there, Mike.
Come on.
Jesus Christ. He looks silly without a jawbone.
Who is that?
They just called me and I'm not there.
Jaw removed?
Yeah, some guy with oral cancer.
He's holding the skull up, yeah.
Nah, never mind.
No, you're there.
You're there, Mike.
Oh,
Tiny
sweet.
little chin.
What's happening, boys?
Hey, Mikey.
Hanging, waiting for you. What's going on?
Not too much. I was calling because of the Gran Torino. I don't know how the Sox did last night. I had to wake up early this morning to go to work. But that old dude reminds me of the dude from Gran Torino. I finally saw that last night, and holy shit, is that funny.
Oh, yeah.
The racist comments in that thing are priceless.
Yeah, he didn't go the full distance, though, with the black guys.
But who explained that? They said, I think it was Jimmy, said an older dude would probably...
No, I don't know. Did I say that?
Was it you? Somebody explained that...
I heard he wouldn't say nigger. That was the word that he just...
he used spook.
Yeah.
Which I guess maybe that's what someone would use more often. I don't know.
That was a very popular one when honky was popular. We had...
It was almost like it was... Like he was doing it... it worked for that character, to tell you the truth. And I'm the first one to go like, boy, he would say this or that or the other thing. But it was almost like a friendly greeting to him. He wasn't pulling up like with a bad attitude. He pulled up like with this friendly greeting.
Yeah, it's just the way the guy was, you know?
Yeah.
Racist. But by the way, boys, enjoy a nice pack of Pall Malls. They're so delicious and smooth.
Pall Mall.
Remember that? You
Yeah.
guys had that on a little while ago. All right,
Yes.
boys, punch it out. Later.
All right, Mikey. There you go. Yeah, absolutely. There's some... what am I trying to say? White supremacists in Gran Torino.
Yeah. I guess you get that every so often. These lunatics come out of the woodwork. It's there's no stopping the
hate,
the errant lunatic. They are making a thing where they're trying to figure out how to stop this intolerance and stuff, but it's impossible. It's impossible. You can't. There's always going to be the rogue, the renegade, the one guy that doesn't care, that will go out and just wreak havoc.
All right. I'm looking at something in front of us. We're going to take a break, and I would have sworn this is old, but it's brand new. Danny DeVito.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when he went on, what show was it? And he was all fucked up?
The View, I believe.
Was it The View?
Yeah.
It says Danny DeVito on, local Philly news from the set of It's Always Sunny, which I hear is a great show. I got the box set and I still haven't watched.
Funny.
You watch?
Funny? Yeah.
I hear
I've
it's
seen,
great.
like a couple of seasons, and it is very funny.
I'm too lazy to start a new show. I got a lot of DVD box sets, and I'm just too lazy to commit. Well, he's on this local Philly news show, drunk and drinking beer at 8 in the morning. And we got some audio.
What's with him?
I don't know. And also Letterman is in a bit of trouble. Actually, it's great for Letterman. And they're also saying that Letterman beat Conan last night or a couple nights ago.
Well, that's not really a surprise. He's more familiar with the people in that slot. I mean, Conan had that big boost, that big spike when he first came on, the first couple of days, I guess. But,
Conan has to settle in, and then he's got to build from there, right? That's sort of how it works. There's a bunch of hype when you first start something.
They expect you to lose a lot. Like, when you're dropping every night, but they do expect that. They write that in. They know that you're going to lose 20% of your audience the next night or whatever, because people are just watching your first show just to see what you do.
And they're not comfortable with you yet, and then you build from there. So too early to tell, who's going to win that battle, Letterman and Conan. But Letterman all over the news over his Sarah Palin joke. We'll explain after the break.
Yes.
Opie and Anthony, stay there. What? There's a couple things going on. Opie and Anthony, very, very busy show. I went to the bathroom, walked in, and I almost hit the floor from the smell that's coming from this bathroom. It was unbelievable. Like,
really?
I think people can relate. You go to work and you got to deal with other people's smells, and it just sucks, but you get through it, right?
Of course.
You're like, oh, that's awful, but you go about your business. The smell from this bathroom today is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. I can't even describe it.
It's very like that smell is always unpleasant. But this was like a really visceral reaction to it. It's the worst I've ever smelled.
So I ran back to the studio because the bathroom is a long way from our studio. All excited. I'm like, someone has to run down there and go in that bathroom so I could share how awful this experience was. Because that's what you do.
Share the awfulness.
We all do it, though.
How about this, dude? One of our guys can go into that bathroom eating an egg salad sandwich in the next stall.
See? So I come back in the studio.
Rock's gagging.
Right. I come back to the studio, and everyone's aware of the smell, but I'm the first one to bring it up to everybody.
Well, you were on the air, so we didn't.
Oh, it happened while we were still doing our first break? Okay.
So Ope asked, he's like, can you go and get a photo? So as soon as I walk in.
Yeah, I wanted the photo.
Sorry, Anthony asked. As soon as I walk in, I didn't know Danny was in one of the stalls. As soon as I walk in, Danny just yells out, "That smell's not for me."
And Danny doesn't even care about like embarrassment or things like that. So
he didn't know who it was walked in. That's the first thing he yells. He's like, "That smell's not for me." And
why's Matt in here? Why's Matt in here?
Oh, because Matt was there and he witnessed all this too.
Okay.
So somebody desecrated the handicap stall. And it's a really wide door that's open, so it takes up about a quarter of the amount of stalls that are there. It looks like two people shit in the same toilet and then didn't flush it.
Yeah, and it's above the water. It has to be.
Oh, this looks almost like cake.
Can I see it?
Okay, it has to be
cake.
It has to be above the water because that's the only way you'll get that type of smell in the bathroom.
Yeah.
That water is really important.
Water is so important.
So important to dump in.
I remember people, dumping in these spackle buckets when I was on the job sites, and without water in there, the smell's horrendous. You ever take a dump in the woods or something like that?
Oh yeah,
it wafts everywhere. It's horrible.
Jim Florentine. Jim could be the funniest guy ever.
Jim's very
when he was doing
funny,
manual labor things, he said it was one summer he was working with this guy, And Jim took a fucking huge shit in his spackle bucket and put it in the back of the guy's van, and it was in the summer. And he goes, the guy was driving around all day, and his fucking van reeked of shit. And Jim buried it so the guy couldn't find it. And the guy had to tear his van apart to find the spackle bucket of shit.
That rules. What is it with humans? We could smell shit from animals. Still not happy, but you'll deal with that.
That's awful.
But as soon as you smell human shit, it just takes you to a much darker.
Dude, I feel
place.
nauseous from that
Primal
smell.
thing, yeah.
And you just looked at the picture, and your face doesn't look good. What's up with the picture, Jimmy?
Dude, it looks like
oh no!
it looks like when you chew a piece of jerky. It looks like a piece of.
Photos. This is the zoomed out one. Okay, now this is the zoomed in one.
Fuck! Dude, it looks like fucking jerky. I'm never nauseous with shit. I relish it.
The zoomed out one. And that's the zoomed out.
Just look for whoever's walking around and can't sit.
Or whoever can't
walk
stop smiling. That was my dump. I'd be the happiest man in Sirius.
Yeah, that's why he left it there.
Of course he did.
He's very proud of it.
That looks like a.
Would you flush the Mona Lisa?
Of course not.
Oh,
That looks like a part of an intestine or something.
yeah. It
dude.
looks like his insides came out.
Holy.
Can we please send some? I want to send one of our guys in there to fucking stand in that stall and eat egg salad.
That couldn't work. Iraq's gagging. He's walking down the hall with his hand over his mouth.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Larry King checking in on instant feedback. So how important is the water in the bowl?
Very, Larry. Very important. I was talking about a nightmare I had.
Oh, right.
Over the break.
Your nightmare scared the fuck out of me, and it wasn't my nightmare.
It was so creepy. I love storyline nightmares. I have them pretty much every night. I have some kind of it would qualify as a nightmare instead of a dream, but it kind of straddles the line of dream and nightmare. It's very story driven. Mm-hmm. I'll start out somewhere. It might end up weird, where I end up in a weird situation or something, but it's usually somebody's after me, or there's some kind of creepy thing happening. But since it's story-driven, I'm involved in it, so it's harder for me to concentrate on the real evil, horrible, nightmarish parts because I'm kind of busy. I'm looking for a weapon. I'm looking for that. I'm just doing things. This one last night was just, I was laying in bed, and there was this horrible old woman leaning over my bed. She looked like the old woman in the tub from The Shining, like that type of face. And she was just screaming, in pain, ah! Right in front of my face. So I grabbed her face to, push her away, and my fingers went right into her flesh, and I started ripping her face apart and pulling her eyes out and shit, and, ripping her jaw off. And she just kept going, ah! Screaming. And I woke up ah! Ah! It was horrible.
You know what that means? What that dream probably symbolizes?
What did it mean?
You're afraid of a person screaming in your face, even though you're pulling their face off, they still yell.
It's just every dream interpretation is completely literal.
Yeah, you're afraid that they'll make a noise that's the same once their face is off.
Is off, and the horror of having a ripped face off in your hands would also be very disturbing.
Yeah. You got stuff all over your hands on your comforter.
Thank you, Dr. Jimmy. That's a good one.
Now, I'm sure there's people out there that read dreams.
Yeah.
And I bet you the number one thing is going to be, you feel guilty about something.
Guilty?
Maybe.
Is it always guilt? Does it always have to be guilt?
Maybe that you didn't see your grandma before she died or something.
Oh, that might be a good
dumb.
one. That might be one.
But what's the screaming,
that's
though?
a good one, maybe. But I don't. I kind of feel good that I saw her,
as a healthy woman.
As a healthy
woman making the sauce.
Yeah.
Or maybe the old
making
lady's,
it into the sauce.
Maybe the old lady's yelling in your face, and even though you're clawing at the face, you can't make the screaming stop. So, whatever the problem is, you can't make it go away by doing the obvious.
By just clawing at it.
Yeah, and I guarantee you when you look at the bottom of that old lady screaming, it's a keg.
Could very well be.
You will let me know when those beers stop screaming.
Was she yelling at
Dr. Norton? Dr. Norton?
Was she yelling at anything at you?
No, it was just like this screaming, and her head was kind of moving back and forth, and she was just there. And as her face came apart in my hands, I was like, oh my God. And then I'm trying to say to myself, I'm going, is this a dream? Because, this is real fucked up. And then it hit me like, oh, my God, this might not be a dream. Like, even though I thought it might be,
I hate those.
I couldn't get myself to where, because if I all of a sudden just went, oh, it's a dream, I'd have punched her in the face, I'd have grabbed her head and put it on my dick or something, whatever.
You're the only person I know that can control a dream like that.
Yeah, once I know I'm dreaming, then I can do whatever I please in them, and it's great. It's superpowers.
Some people can sort of control the dreams.
Lucid dreaming, they call it, yeah.
You know, when you're playing like Grand Theft Auto and you could sort of control like the boats?
Yeah.
You could kind of do that with your dreams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could kind of get in the direction you need.
Yeah, kind of getting there.
But a motorcycle, you're completely controlling that for the most part in GTA. You can't do that with your dreams.
Dreams are weird. If I know I'm dreaming, I can definitely do kind of what I want to do, which is a lot of fun because then I don't care how creepy, how scary. I laugh at that point. But then sometimes it'll stop and I won't know I'm dreaming again, even though I knew I was. But most of the time, once I start knowing I'm dreaming, I get into stuff I really like doing, and then I'll wake up, which really blows because what I like doing is raping and pillaging in dreams because you do it with impunity.
The best part of your story, you're not sure it's a dream. You ever have a dream, like scenario, all of a sudden you're dreaming that you're friends with a butterfly, let's just say, and all of a sudden you wake up and you go, oh, thank God that was a dream. Duh. You know what I mean? It's so... the scenario in your dream is so ridiculous that you should even understand that it's a dream as you're dreaming.
Thank God I'm up dreams are the ones where I'm in big trouble with the cops or something, or I'm in jail awaiting trial for something, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm in jail and I'm going to go to prison. But
those are the ones you wake up from and go, thank God it was a dream, and that's logical.
Yeah.
I'm talking about these whacked out ones.
All the ones that really make no sense.
Like I said, like all of a sudden you happen to be a friend with a butterfly or something that just doesn't make sense in real life.
What would you talk, even in a dream, what would you talk to a butterfly about? You're trying to talk to him about your day and it just keeps fluttering.
You just rub the powder off its wings so it can't fly. It really needs that powder.
Does it really?
Reason. Yeah. Like I used to rub the white powder off of moths.
Yeah, you're just trying to clean them off.
And you wipe the powder off, and then you let them go, and they just kind of flop around. They can't fly without that powder on their wings.
And you thought they were just dusty.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're dusty.
Butterflies scare me. When I see one fluttering around, I don't know why they really freak me out.
They're little fluttery things.
Yeah, it looks like just, bug on me. they creep me out.
Oh, Joe.
What?
God.
Why are you whispering? What are you whispering for? What happened?
I want you in there.
I just saw something disgusting.
Eating. I got you.
The smell. I can still taste the smell.
I like the voice you made. Oh, the smell.
I can taste it.
I can taste it.
Nice, perfect. Let's go to the phones. Marcos in New York. Marcos.
Hey, good morning, boys.
Hey, man.
Wait, Google Old Hag. It's a paranormal phenomenon that matches Ant's dream. Exactly.
Really?
All right.
Old hag?
Something like that. Marcos.
You old bag.
Got a bad old crow at that.
Marcos.
Hey, I was going to say, you guys were talking about taking a shit earlier. I got a question. Why is it that you smell someone else's shit, or you walk into the bathroom, someone's taking a shit, you smell it fart, it grosses you out, but you're able to withstand your own, and actually some people like the smell of their own scent.
Dude, that's as philosophical a question as Nietzsche would ask. I don't know.
What's on under that?
Can I take it further? Why is it that you could eat your own snot, but if someone else presented you their snot on their finger, why is it though?
How come you can swallow your spit all day long?
All day long?
You do. But the second you spit it out, like you wouldn't spit it into a cup and then drink it back.
Oh, good God, no.
But it's in your mouth the whole time, and you're swallowing
it's pretty much
saliva.
the same thing, right?
It's not pretty much. It's exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
How about this?
Some of the unanswered questions, my friend.
Yes.
I don't know, Marcos.
Yeah, why can't you spit your own spit and drink it? I've been doing that for years. I didn't realize how weird that was. Like, in case I get thirsty, I'll spit into a glass. A lot of times I'll just keep it with me in my coat pocket.
In a canteen.
And I'll let somebody smell it, and then I'll drink it.
Oh, we got people that want in on your dream badly.
All right.
But first, Kelly in Connecticut. Kelly.
Good morning, boys.
Hi.
So this has happened to me twice, and it was prior to me marrying my husband. One time I came in the house, the smell of his shit was so bad, I puked instantly in the kitchen.
You puked.
So what did you do? You signed up to be with that forever.
Yeah. Oh, this is love.
I call it charity myself.
Okay.
Wow.
The second time it happened, I'm taking the shower. He says he has to go to the bathroom. I'm like, that's fine. This shit was so bad, I puked all over the fucking shower.
Jesus. What is he eating at night?
I have no idea. But he's a keeper, all right.
Jimmy's an expert, though. What do you think this guy's eating that his wife is puking like this? It's got to be some nasty combination.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
A lot of cheeses and lactose and things like that.
With sour food like fucking burrito, Mexican spices. Or
What does he do for a living?
He's a truck driver.
All right, so he's on the run. He's eating fast food. Oh, God. And probably, like, his roids are making a stink, too, because half his asshole is falling out. Ugh. He's pink socking.
When it's bleeding.
Oh, God. How did you marry this guy?
It's been a long time. We've lived together for 7 years. I got a lot of shit to move out.
Oh, yeah. It just comes down to that after a while.
It's like, it's too inconvenient to leave him.
I like that, Kelly. You're right. You start looking around like, yeah.
All right, have a good day.
Then I'm going to have to move all this shit somewhere else. Let's go to Steve, who's going to interpret.
Good morning, gents.
Hey, Steve,
Happy
what do you
birthday,
got?
Jimmy.
Thank you, Steve. Oh, my birthday's being overshot, right? You go ahead.
I'm doing good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, Anthony, you're a guy who goes to above-average efforts to maintain his safety. If you look at your dream, you were unable to defend yourself, so you're feeling very vulnerable and very scared by something. It happened in your bed, where people typically feel very safe.
Yes.
You know, that's where they sleep.
Yes.
The other thing I hear is the woman was an old hag. Okay, now, I'm not passing judgment, but you're a guy who's basically living a lifestyle usually reserved for people younger than yourself. So maybe she represents what you're fearful of, growing old.
Oh, the old person.
Oh, shit.
Oh, and I'm trying to claw it, saying, get away, but no, it keeps creeping up on me. All right, that means I got to jack the age down on the girls. Going for 16 now.
Yeah.
16.
Next thing, the person screaming in his face would be a girl who's of legal voting age.
I just start peeling her face apart.
I made a decision.
I made a decision.
Are there any old hags in power? Serious? Maybe that's it.
Yeah, the old lady had little dog logos on her eyes.
Yeah. They're all old hags.
All right, I'm punching out, guys.
Wow, all right. There's something there, no Ant?
I don't know. Well, you know, any of these things, if you're not making a joke about it, makes sense. So who the fuck knows?
Pafrumunaki writes, some people ponder the nature of the universe, and Opie ponders snot eating. It's the same shit.
And friendships with butterflies.
Yeah. Oh, that was just a dumb, reaching for an example type thing.
That was a sweet
You've
voice.
had friends with butterfly dreams.
No,
Of course he has.
I was friends with Obama. I told you the story.
Yeah.
And then I blew it, and he's never appeared in my dreams again. So I guess that friendship is over.
How'd you blow it?
You ruined dreamy friendship.
In my dream, we were having a good time. We were hanging out as buds, and he was like, "Oh, this guy's pretty cool." And then like he had something else to do, and he goes, "All right, I'll call you soon." And I had to be all needy, like, "Yeah, when? You sure?"
Ah, see.
When are you gonna call? And then he
gave you a weird look, right?
He did the double take in my dream, like, "Oh wait, maybe this guy isn't as cool." As
I thought it was cool, but he just wants to hang.
Yeah, it's like,
I'm,
all right,
I'm me and.
No, and then
God.
there was something like, no, I'll call you, but I could tell in my dreams he's never calling.
He wasn't.
What tipped him off that you weren't cool? Was it when he realized that when you approached him, you and your butterfly power hanging out, chatting?
I knew my example would get me in trouble.
How could it not?
I was friends with Casper, the friendly ghost, when I was a kid.
In your dreams?
In my dream. And then Casper took
And now you love the Klan. That's pretty fucking obvious.
But then Casper took a shit. And I saw the shit through him because he's a ghost.
Yeah.
So I saw the shit inside of him working its way through, and then it fell out, his Casper the Friendly Ghost ass. And he took a shit, and I felt all weird that my new friend Casper the Friendly Ghost took a shit.
And that was it?
Yeah, that's it.
They look like little cotton balls all over the floor.
No, it was a brown piece of shit.
Jesus.
That's why I saw it inside of him moving around, and then it fell out of him.
How awful would that be if a little ghost was wooing and just taking really human-sized shits on your rug?
Poltergeist.
How would you explain that to people?
Yes.
He's friendly unless he has to go to the bathroom, but he's very aggressive.
He just shits on your rug.
Yes, he's socially very angry.
Let's say hi to Mike in Boston. Mike?
Hey. Maybe Ant's dream has something to do with the old lady that got tased yesterday.
Maybe. Something? That's a good idea. See, I would take that sooner than I would some kind of deep-seated bullshit psychobabble. That I did see that, and right before I went to sleep, the news was playing that clip. So that could definitely be it. Mm-hmm. The old bag yelling, screaming, and she was screaming when she got tased.
What movie were you watching when you were falling asleep? Because
I was watching the military channel. I was watching what was it? Heinrich Himmler. I was watching a little special on Heinrich Himmler.
We've all had the dream where you watch a little porn or something before you fall asleep, and then you get the best fucking sex dreams.
Yeah.
Why can't we make that work every time?
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Or you're watching some horrific film before you go to sleep, like The Shining or something scary, and then your dream's like, what the fuck, dude? I don't need this.
No, I always have the History Channel on or the military channel, so it's a lot of bombings, gunfire, a lot of Hitler.
In your dreams, though?
Yeah, things like that.
It takes right over sometimes. Yep. Thank you, sir. Let's go to Pat in Jersey. Pat.
Hey, boys.
Hey, buddy.
What's happening, man?
Yo, Ann, in this dream, do you have really furry fingers and start tearing old ladies apart like the chimp in Connecticut?
Okay. Oh, the chimp. Oh, ripping apart a woman's face like the chimpanzee. No, I don't.
You wanted to destroy this thing.
I just wanted it away from me.
Right, and
it was very scary. It was very, right up in my face. Like, the worst thing you could ever do is if I'm sleeping and I open my eyes is to be right there in my face. I will just, claw. I will probably literally claw someone's face off.
Of course.
Like a chimpanzee.
I think I was asking you during the break, you ever have a dream so bad that you're scared to wake up in your own house in the middle of the night because your brain isn't, fully functioning,
Yeah,
I guess?
you're still almost, some of it is still shutting down in
We're not
dream
talking
mode.
about being a kid. You're an adult.
Yeah.
Got a good life. You have a horrendous dream, and you wake up in the middle of the night, and you're scared of your own room, your own house.
Yeah.
What is that about?
I don't know.
And then if you just were awake just for a few more minutes, you'd realize how ridiculous that is.
Fucking old lady face. No way. Clawing old lady face.
I think that guy was right about age. That would make a good one, a good sense. It's scary.
Yeah,
sure.
Ooh. You want another shit phone call? Todd and PA. Todd.
Hey, how you doing, fellas?
Hey, buddy.
When I was in school, the big prank that we used to play on each other was we'd take a Tupperware container and just take a nice muddy shit in it and then stick it in people's refrigerators. And then sometimes it would take a month, but the whole refrigerator smelled like shit. It ruined all your food. It was awful.
Ugh. I think I got to apologize to Todd. I wasn't paying attention.
What did he do?
Because I have something in front of me that will definitely infuriate a lot of people, including, I think, Jimmy.
Oh.
Hi, Opie. I don't want to be angry.
I'm not really sure. No, you're going to be like, this is ridiculous. Okay. PETA is getting involved with something. Mm-hmm. You want to play a little game, try to figure it out?
Incidentally, just before I forget.
Do you know this story yet?
No, but I was saying Ingrid Newkirk is doing some kind of a signing in the Time Warner building. I don't know when it is. We ought to try to get her in, though. Before I forget that. She started PETA. She'd be a very interesting guest.
PETA
is involved with something so ridiculous, I can't even tell you.
Is it something that's in the news recently?
No, just something that has been going on for a really long time. They have a problem with
clubbing seals.
No, because a lot of people wouldn't put that in the ridiculous category. I mean, this is a ridiculous one. This isn't a gray area. This is just ridiculous. What are you doing? Why are you getting involved with this? That's your clue. Ask a few questions, Ant. Let's see if we can do this.
All right. It has to do with animals.
Boy, Ant.
All right. It's a tradition that's been happening for a long time. That's a pretty good clue, too.
Oh.
That at least sets you in a direction.
Running of the bulls.
No.
They won't do that.
A tradition. Is it
You're gonna have to
type of old? Is it some type of old Eskimo or Indian tradition?
No,
something like that. Okay, so it's something that it's not a niche thing.
I want to see if you could get to this point.
Okay.
You're still far away.
Yeah. The animals die when it
They've been doing it
happens.
for a long time. It's a tradition. Are the animals what, Jimmy?
They die while it's happening.
They're already dead.
Santeria.
Another clue.
Oh, that's
Already dead?
rich.
Already dead.
Is it the dead goat
Yeah,
fucking ritual?
Wait, are they dead? Yeah, they gotta be dead. Huh?
The dead goat fucking thing?
No. No.
Fishing.
Fish?
Has to do with fish.
Are you looking down?
No, swear.
Okay.
Has to do with fish.
Has to do with dead fish. We're getting closer.
With dead fish.
Pete is getting involved.
With feeding dead fish to dolphins at marine parks.
Wow.
I reached for that one.
I think they got to understand that
Yeah.
they got to feed dead
gotta eat.
fish.
All right. Something to do with dead fish. Grunions.
What's grunions?
All right. They wash up on shore in California.
I hope I'm right about the dead fish.
They're
part.
onions from like the 90s.
I have to. I mean, it's great. It's very clever. But it stinks.
It certainly does.
But it's
clever, not always funny. That's the lesson
Yes,
for
I know.
people today.
Okay, fish.
Dead fish?
Oh, here it is.
You found it?
No, I have it somewhere.
You want to play it?
Sure they're dead?
I don't know now. I think they are, though.
Is it at home? Fish tanks?
They're dead, right, Danny? Okay.
Flushing.
Which makes this so much more
A
ridiculous.
tradition with dead fish. Does it have to do with fishing, with a rod and reel fishing type thing?
Mm-hmm. Fish are already out of the water. Dead fish already out
Are
of the
they
water.
dead? Hold on.
What the hell do you use them for? If they're out of the water, they got to be dead. Then I'm walking
No,
around
they're
driving.
alive. They're alive.
Not according to Danny.
I'm reading it right here.
Oh, this is.
Oh, wait, maybe they
infuriating.
are. I apologize. Maybe they are. Maybe they are.
All right.
Dead fish.
Already out of the water. PETA has a problem.
Okay, the fishmongers that throw the fish back and forth to each other.
Motherfucker, give yourself
Is
a
that it?
motherfucking bail.
Goddamn, give yourself a bail!
God damn, nice.
Wow.
What the fuck would they care?
Exactly.
Fish throwing is part of Seattle.
Delivery Thursday! Delivery Thursday!
The Pike Place Market fish throwers are so well known. The nation's vets asked them to be the opening
Girls
act at
catch
their
them with their
convention.
vaginas.
Pussies stink.
The nation's vets asked them to be the opening act at their convention.
Well, we think that it sends a terrible message to the public when veterinarians call it fun to toss around the corpses of animals.
You heard what?
Holy shit.
You know, you gone a little far, dummy.
I think PETA has finally run out of things to go after.
Yeah.
This is
All
it.
animals are safe now, and they've gotten to this point, I guess.
Are you kidding me?
Fun to toss around the corpses of animals.
You heard right. PETA is taking on the fish tossers. Their reaction?
We respect everything you see here. We respect the fish. Without any respect for this fish, we wouldn't exist.
Well, you know, fish feel pain and fear just like dogs and cats do.
How do you know?
And I don't think that the AVMA would dare take part in the dead kitten toss.
The convention is still a month away. PETA says it'll gather signatures. They'd better not try here.
I think the only difference is that we don't. I don't think Pete is totally wrong.
They are,
but we don't eat
kittens,
dead kittens. So these guys are throwing something that they're actually displaying. Then we're going to eat it. I think they'd probably throw it as a part of their job to make it easier. Like, all right, here, stack this.
Of course,
So that's how it started. Yeah,
right. And the fish,
it's a fish.
Doesn't make an expression, so
Stop it! It's dead already. It's
Right.
dead already.
Isn't that
The
amazing?
Dead kitten toss. That would be funny. We're going to do that on the show, but management stepped in.
What? They really did?
Yeah, I was going to do it on the show.
Oh,
I was going to
man.
bring it up so we could actually have dead kitten toss.
What would management say?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I didn't feel like finding it.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, Pete is ridiculous with some of this shit. I mean,
Some of the stuff I agree with.
Some of the stuff,
We're going to be honest here, but I mean, when it gets to
Not
fish
agree with
tossing, shut the fuck up.
anything in the ocean is fair game, if you ask me.
Because they're monsters.
All right, that one's still. Oh no, he was flicking the tail.
No, I
made
think
it seem like it was alive.
dead.
Even if it's alive, how else are you supposed to get the fish from one area to another?
Yeah, and it's like a
They're
tourist
slimy.
attraction
You can't really
thing.
carry them.
People kind of like watching people throw fish around for some reason. I don't know why.
It's just stupid. Look at this fat fuck holding
look
a
at
dead
her.
fish. She probably smells.
There's krill in her teeth.
Where we at?
What up, Israel? Just gonna see what up.
No, okay.
You know what? The fish tossers are douchebags.
They must smell.
Yeah.
You can't wash that shit off.
Why are they douchebags? They're doing a job,
It's just,
Jimmy.
do the job, but don't throw it. It's just stupid. Hey, oh, here it is. Hey, he throws a fish.
That's what they've been doing.
I know. Who would want to watch that?
I don't know. People go down there, Seattle. They go to the seaport there and watch them.
Why only
go
Seattle?
fish.
Why did it become
No, they
big
do
in
it. They
Seattle?
do it in New York. They
But no one,
used to do it down
but no
at
one
the-
pays attention to the New York fish throwers. It's the Seattle fish throwers. They're number one in fish throwing.
I've never heard of it.
Why? What do they got? A good minor league system? What's going on?
They're the pros. I like
They got a
this
good
kid.
farm system.
I like this kid. Comes
Yeah.
from the Dominican Republic. He's a
Right.
left-hander. Beautiful. See him throw fish.
Kind of ridiculous, no?
I think it's ridiculous they get involved. I think the whole thing is ridiculous, throwing a fish. What people clamor and take pictures of it. It's silly. But for Peter to get involved, it's already dead. Stop it. Stop it. That's like a human rights organization going to a cemetery and saying, this is horrible. They're buried underground. It's like, no, they're dead.
No, it's like if they were propping the bodies up and karate kicking them back to each other and like tossing them around. Like you ever see in Escape from New York how they throw the fucking the old guy out, they push him back and forth. If they were doing that with the bodies while people clapped, then there would be a human rights violation.
But it's a person.
Yeah.
So that is different.
I know, but
this is such a low. I know. I was just trying to say that once it's dead, it doesn't matter what you're doing with it. It just seems silly. Now a human's a different story because it's people. But even you see what they do there in Afghanistan with that goat? They throw it around, have a little football game with the dead goat.
See, that's rough.
It's one of their traditions.
Of course. Don't they have a nice tradition, like being nice to women?
Yeah, that's a good tradition. Try that one.
How about that?
What country has the tradition where I think it's a goat they kind of just throw out a window alive?
Yeah, a live goat for good luck.
Or something.
And just heave it out the window or slice its throat or something.
And we're supposed to get along with the world.
Yeah.
People want us to get along with the world.
We can relate to that.
Well, maybe when they calm down some of their fucking weird traditions, then we're willing to talk to you.
Yeah.
Do you think the goat's all psyched to be brought up into the house?
Yeah,
he's like, this is going to be great.
Chewing. Looking at you with those weird fucking eyes.
They're finally going to give me a view.
Yeah. I'm more special than the other goats. I'm glad I was so nice. Then the knife comes out and you see the window open. You're like, oh, boy. Why didn't I see this coming?
Thomas Overbeck from Dallas. Stupid dead fish flying around. Hey, I'm the king of the flying dead fish.
Yeah.
No way.
Look at
No
him.
way, no how.
Flying dead fish.
Oh, man, we just, God, some of you guys got to hang on. See some great calls, and we can't get to you in time. Supposedly, maybe someone can help us out here. PETA doesn't want the killing of seals in video games anymore.
What video games have them?
What video game has that?
I was going to say, I didn't think that was a big one. I'm sure there's a video game out there that does that.
Clubbing seals?
And PETA had a problem with that.
No way.
No way, no how.
Clubbing seals. Fuck you.
Yeah.
3, 2, 4, 1.
Doesn't even agree with counting properly.
No,
What did he say? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Bullshit.
Oh, that's what it was.
Bullshit.
Danny DeVito, you want in?
They think fish look scared because they just always have that big eye thing. That's exactly it. They're like, you're a fish.
You ever go fishing?
I used to.
And have to rip that fucking hook out of its mouth because it got tangled in there?
Needle nose pliers. You just get down in the throat.
You try, man.
You get down in the throat, you grab that hook, and then it makes a crunching noise when you pull it out. Mm-hmm. The thing is still going around.
Fishing.
I remember my father whapping sea robins over the head with a wrench. Like you'd pull it in the boat. Some of the most horrific things I remember are happened in that boat.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, not like that, but we go fishing for flounder, and out of Long Island Sound, in a little rickety rowboat that we take out of Northport.
Mm-hmm.
Me, my brother, and my dad having a day out, and of course, half the boat is weighed down with fucking Schlitz or Schaefer beer.
What'd you do that day where it went horribly wrong in your dad's eyes?
Well, one time, of course, I was getting seasick. and I was crying my eyes out that I was feeling sick. And my father told me to shut up and eat something. So I just was throwing up. So I had to lay down. And it was a wooden rowboat.
You can't lay down in a rowboat.
So I laid down in the rowboat, and
that just makes you sicker.
He was using crabs as bait, and they got out, and I woke up and crabs were crawling in my hair.
Is that crazy hair of yours?
Yeah, and the crazy wild hair I had. And then we were fishing, and he caught a sea robin. These things are like just the scourge of the sound. When you're fishing for something, you want flounder or something like that, and you hook a sea robin, it's useless.
What is it?
They're spiky, like things, and they kind of fly out of the water a little and then back in.
They're disgusting looking. You can't really eat them.
There's
a horrible looking fish.
Yeah. So my father would pull them in. And then before he even took the hook out, he would just lay it down there and take a wrench that he had to use to, like, get the motor started and just wham it over their head. And blood is flying everywhere. He'd be able to pry the hook out of the pulp that was its head and throw it back in. And I'm just like, eh.
Would he be annoyed?
Man up.
He'd be pissed off?
He'd be, goddamn, another fucking sea robin. He's got a tarryton sticking out of his mouth. Son of a bitch, another fucking sea robin. Bam, bam, bam. I'm sure he was imagining my mom as he's bashing that fucking fish head in.
Your dad was an animal.
Oh, just a wild, miserable guy. When he was in New York. Once he went
animalistic.
Once he went to California, he was, all happy he became a cowboy. He was like a kid. He wanted to be a cowboy.
Every once in a while, you get one of those flat fishes.
The flounder,
flounder, or
where the eye migrates through to the other side,
right.
And they look all stupid because their fucking side is white, fish belly white because they're on the ground or on the seafloor, and then the top is fish color, and they got two eyes on one side of their head. Dumb fish,
stupid fish.
They're born with eyes on both sides of their head, by the way.
And then what? It migrates to the other side.
The eye migrates right through the head and comes out the other side.
Why? How do they see the one way?
No,
we got to.
That's a flounder. Look,
we got to kill all flounders.
That's the top of a flounder, and they just lay on the bottom. But when they're born, they swim regular for a little while until the eye migrates through their head. And they look all
flounder
silly.
Look like regular. They're pretty tasty, aren't they, flounder?
They're delicious. I like eating them
Flounder?
just for the halibut.
See, because
they're from that family, I believe. Ugh.
Really?
I think they are.
No.
Something like that? No?
No.
I don't know.
I'd like to beat you with a nurse shark for that joke. Maybe if I didn't say dirt shark.
Dirt.
Fucking douche.
No, that's not true, Aunt. My brother's a marine biologist.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
I thought a halibut was... Let me see a halibut.
You might be right.
Is that a halibut?
You might be right, but I just feel like saying that you're not right. Cause,
okay, because your brother's a marine biologist.
Yeah, not
and you
that
should know.
I got the knowledge right.
Let's see a halibut. They sure look like a flounder. See, two eyes, side of the head.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they kind of do look like a...
Let me go to Scott in Ohio so we don't lose this. Because we got the video game as far as the
Morning,
baby seal
boys.
thing goes. Hey, Scott.
Morning.
There's a game coming out. It's called Overlord 2, and in the demo that you can download on PS3, you basically send your little demons out, and they beat and eat baby seals.
Wow, that sounds like a cool game.
That's a game, I think, trying to get a little publicity with a little controversy.
Well, they're kind of smart. You know how many video games come out these days?
I know.
You got to stand out.
You do. If you're beating baby
Thanks,
seals.
boys. Punching out.
By the way, my Tiger Woods golf game came in the mail yesterday.
Oh!
Life
Speaking of which-
is over as I know it for the next 6 months. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah?
I couldn't play, though.
What
Is there
happened?
anything worse than getting a video game and it's right there waiting to be played and you can't because you got too much shit going on in your life?
That is crazy.
Cancer.
Cancer.
You said, is there anything
That's
worse?
worse. Yeah, okay.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah, look at him beating the baby seals.
I couldn't throw it in the PS3 yesterday.
Were you annoyed?
I'm losing my losing my
Yes.
mind. Just sitting there ready to go. I've been waiting for this for months.
Why don't you sit down and play for 10 minutes?
You could just do
No,
that.
see, I was smart. 10 minutes leads into 10 hours.
True.
Like that.
You that
Especially
bad?
a new game. Oh, yeah. Horrible.
I got a
Horrible.
new game yesterday myself. I picked up that Pacific Battle fucking Stations game.
Oh, you were just talking about
Battle
that.
Stations Pacific. Picked that up. Had to get a joystick, which I haven't had in quite a while.
For the computer?
Yeah.
Right? Because you're
Yeah.
more a PC gamer, right?
Yeah, PC. But I've been playing, first-person shooters and stuff. I haven't needed a joystick for a while. So picked one of those up and fell right back into it. Nice flying Corsairs, shooting shit, killing jets.
How are the graphics?
Fucking kick ass, bro. Kick ass.
See, the one problem I have with Tiger Woods, the graphics get a little better every year, but they're way behind.
Yeah.
When you look at that John Madden shit,
Fantastic, isn't it?
What the fuck is up with the John Madden graphics? And they can't do that with a simple game like Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
I mean, the graphics
Why?
are good on Tiger Woods. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't compare to what Madden's up to.
No.
The Madden thing looks real now. You're controlling real players.
I know, they really do. They move, even after the plays, they're moving around. Like, look at that. That's a shot from Madden. It's like the coach is talking to the guy. It's snowing.
Just ridiculous.
It's hysterical.
You play Madden ever? Anyone?
Yeah, I played Madden.
I never understood how you control so many players.
Well, you don't. You basically pick what play you want, and then you have the option to control one person
in that
play. And you can switch around once the play starts. So basically, and what you could do is let's say you're a lineman or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's a pass play. You can then hit a button to change your character to closest to the ball. So then you could be a wide receiver, run out, try to.
I got you. Can you be quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how do you throw?
Well, different buttons do different things.
Who do you throw to?
Your receivers.
If they're not open.
Then you're screwed. Then you better you better tuck it and run.
That's right.
Can you hurt your knees?
Yeah.
If you get tackled bad?
Oh, sure, there's injuries.
Yeah. Do you have an option where you could do that fag quarterback thing where they slide down and go, don't hurt me? Yeah?
All that stuff.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
The game's ridiculous. I'm not a big fan of Madden, but when I do play it, I'm like, right on.
I'm not a big fan of football.
I could kill a couple hours.
But I could play Madden.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool. Like I don't think I've ever played a sports game aside from fighting games, things like that. The UFC game is great.
I love the hockey game for the PS3 and but basketball, and I'm a basketball fan. I haven't played the last few, but
I played the Atari basketball one.
That's so fucking hard. Oh, remember?
Boing. Boing.
Remember how ridiculous that was?
It was just two guys bouncing around the court.
Yep.
Doink, 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 doink. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
And
there
was no way to aim.
Doink, doink, no way to aim.
The ball pretty much.
Look at the graph. Yeah. Danny just punched up the graphic. That is killer.
The ball pretty much went in every single time you shot.
Yeah.
As long as the defender, the other guy you're playing against, wasn't close to you, you're going to score every time.
It used the amazing graphics of the Pong engine.
Yeah, I see that. You know what, though? We've done this break many times, but when that came out, you're like, wow, I don't know how video games are ever going to get better than this.
It's not going to get better than this.
This is amazing.
And look at the cover. The cover of the old Atari games were so misleading. It is showing people like reverse slam dunking over the back of their head. Guys like pushing around with defending,
dribbling.
And then you get the game and you pop it in and it's bloom 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 bloom
right.
bloom 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 bloom.
Oh, the cover looks like some gorgeous painting.
Yeah.
There's action going on.
Lots of action.
Like what's his name? Who used to do those weird like psychedelic paintings?
Did the painting of Rocky.
Neesman? What?
Norman Rockwell?
No. The guy with the mustache.
Bob Ross.
No.
Fred Goldman.
See, this is where the age difference, Dan. Wow.
Leroy Neiman.
Thank you, Andy.
Yes.
Good old Leroy Neiman.
Leroy Neiman. It looked like a Leroy Neiman painting on the front, and then you get the graphics, and you're just like, this sucks.
You want to talk about false advertising.
That was like Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator. The first one was, the cover was, you're flying a plane. This is fantastic. And then you look out the fucking window of the plane, and it's like this. You see one line is a horizon, and then a sound. That's all you heard. It sucked.
Let me go.
And that's even that was the cover, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the duty picture.
That's the cover. No, it looks like wow. That's all right.
Cool.
That's kind of cool for the time.
Sure, right.
And then you got there. All you got were a couple of primitive gauges and a flatline horizon. Now they look amazing.
Let me go to CJ in Georgia. CJ.
Good evening.
That's like that's.
What the fuck is that?
Flight
That's all it
Simulator
was?
2, I think. Look at it.
That was like,
And look at the frame rate.
Hold on, CJ.
That's the runway.
That's
Are there mountains in the back?
Yeah.
Those are the worst mountains I've ever seen.
It's on a grid. It's just horrible.
What was the first video game you played? Good question. I remember one in school.
Console or home?
Any
first computer game I ever played?
I want to see if we have the same.
Lunar Lander.
There you go. God damn it.
And it was a printout thing. It was. I was at a keyboard in this giant room. It was like the ENIAC computer in there, and it would go, and you read the printout, and it said your altitude, your descending speed of your lunar lander, and it would.
And the key was you had to slow down the spaceship so it doesn't crash on the moon. But as you slowed it down, that would suck up more gas. And
More
if you ran out
fuel.
of gas, then it would really crash.
Right.
And that was the whole game. That's all.
And
it was.
I got no one could do it, and I got so excited because at one point it said to me, it goes, "Congratulations, you have landed on the moon." And I'm like, "Yes!" And it said, "You have left a crater 1 mile wide and a half mile deep." And I'm like, "That isn't very nice."
I think I saw a graphic though when I played it. I don't think it was just.
No, see that that's the one that Danny's playing.
No, I never played that.
It's like a little gravity one. And
No.
No, mine was all on paper. It just would print out.
CJ.
All right, hey,
pretty old.
you got to find time to play this Tiger Woods game. Have you played any of the other ones for 360?
No, I'm a PS3 guy.
Oh, well, it's the same thing. It
Yeah.
has become a completely different game. They've changed the putting system around, and every time you do like a Tiger challenge, you get to actually see Tiger do exclusive interviews on when he was in the tournaments and what he was thinking and shit. It's awesome, man.
Yeah, I heard with the Tiger challenges this time around, it's actual shots from the PGA, like amazing shots that you have to now reenact.
It's gone from Tiger challenges to tournament challenges. I mean, before you were playing professional golfers that couldn't hit the ball 240 yards, so it was kind of unrealistic.
Right.
Tiger challenges his wife taking him home and explaining to the parents.
Oh, and by the way, the first game I ever played, Ant would probably like this. It was on a old Mac computer, and you were playing a soldier in a turret shooting other soldiers that were storming the beach.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
What year?
All right, punch it out.
Sounds like shit.
Yeah.
I bet it sucked. I bet the box looked great.
Let's say hi to Vinny in Jersey. Vinny.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey.
PETA actually did an online thing with World of Warcraft where they had people come in their special room and kill hordes of seal killers that they created for World of Warcraft.
Oh, really?
It was gay.
It was yay.
Peter's got.
And I don't think the World of Warcraft world was too happy about it. They weren't into them taking over their game and doing stupid things with it like that.
But don't you think like Peter should stay away from our fantasy worlds? Like
Yeah, they need to leave
meaning
that
video
alone.
games and all that?
Get out.
Yeah, they
Don't worry
should
about
relax.
horses being eaten in Mexico and shit.
Yeah, deal with the real issues and
yeah.
leave our fantasy shit alone.
You're not going to play it and then all of a sudden go to,
right?
Alaska or something and start clubbing seals.
I love killing whores in GTA.
It's fantastic.
But I have no desire to do that in real life. Not even an inkling.
Well,
Gives
maybe a
shit.
little.
Their idea of fun is not my idea of fun. It's like, oh, look, the dog rescue. You got to walk in and unleash a dog who's being mistreated, and then it goes, ruffa, 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 and it jumps in your truck.
Ruffa, ruffa, ruffa.
Awful.
I think they're working on that game for Nintendo DS. You could raise... Can't you have a pet?
Oh, yeah, they have those stupid pet things where you got to feed them. And
I think
stuff, or else
E-Rock is a fan of
they
that,
die.
or his girl is. It's a game
E-Rock
where
had a little
you gotta
pet.
You gotta take care of your pet on Nintendo DS or something. Mousy.
Nintendogs.
There it is,
Hey,
Nintendogs.
what's up, boys?
Hey.
Yeah, the Nintendo DS guy, and one of them is called the Nintendogs, but more on that another day. PETA will never stop. They've done it before. They've done it also with Call of Duty World at War. You would be able to release these ravenous dogs on your opponent,
Yes.
dogs that want to kill you.
I hate
PETA
those dogs.
Yep. And PETA had this whole thing about, you can't kill these dogs that are trying to kill you. Really? It's a video game. Come on, get over it.
You know what sucks about that the dog option in that game? The dogs can kill you faster than a guy with a machine gun.
Yeah, it was
like the
unrealistic.
dog bites you twice and you're dead.
The worst part is when all the dogs would kill you, and he could unleash even more dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unleashed
Hey,
dogs. It's great.
Jimmy, when you coming to Birmingham to do a show?
To where?
The Tiger
Birmingham,
Challenge.
Alabama.
I actually, my goal. I want to have my agent line up a bunch of cities I've never been to. That's my goal.
Come to the South. Baby. I love you. Can't wait for you to come out here.
Thank you. I'd like to go to Birmingham, Alabama. I'd like to go to Oklahoma. A couple of weird places I've just never been to.
That's a great idea.
It's nice out here. It's not like what you think. It's really nice. But don't spread the word because too many Northerners will come out here.
All right, Mousy. Thank you.
Bye, Mousy.
All right, punching out.
Peace.
Mousy.
The show's going to get really busy because we got Jimmy Fallon calling in to pump up our appearance on his show tonight.
Yeah.
And we got David Tell stopping by. Ooh. Yeah, I saw him here yesterday.
Yeah.
He could have just done both shows yesterday.
Maybe he had...
it's all good. Whatever.
If Dave's an alcoholic, he's lucky he's awake. What's the Tell promoting?
Is he at Caroline's? I'm not sure. I don't have the plug sheet in front of me right now. Danny DeVito, let's squeeze this in.
Yes, please.
Danny DeVito on local Philly news from the set of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Drunk and drinking beer at 8 in the morning. A little taste of his appearance.
LBG, little baby
We
girl.
are talking about LBG, little baby girl. Remember we had the tummy off?
Yeah.
You were drunk on the lemon
Yeah,
challenge,
I remember.
So you might not remember.
I remember you had the belly, and I was thinking about what that would look like when that kid was born.
And she's cute.
Is she cute? Was she cute coming out? Like,
Yeah, of course.
You get the picture of the legs and the head coming out.
That's
like,
enough of that. That's enough of that. Now, you guys are here in the Overbrook section. You know I love you, right?
Yeah, I love you.
I had to wear my extra high shoes because you're the only man I can look down to.
Well, that's good.
At 3
But you
feet
wore
tall.
that short skirt.
I sure did,
It's really
Danny.
nice.
Okay, here's the thing.
Easy access.
Oh, wow.
Good for Danny.
What did he say?
Easy access.
That mean easy access?
Why did she have to be taller than Danny DeVito?
She was getting
is
a little
tiny.
She was getting a little upset about what Danny DeVito was saying. So she threw
about the birth of her child.
Yeah, she threw the short remark at him, and Danny DeVito comes right back. I, by the way, absolutely believe this drunk Danny DeVito stuff is all a scam. I believe it's a work. I think the first time when he was on The View, it was a work because let me tell you something. He brought up the fact that him and George Clooney were drinking that limoncello stuff all night, and that's why he was drunk. And he mentioned it again. He puts out this stuff called Danny DeVito's Limoncello. It's like a business he has. So he's promoting it. I don't think he's drunk. I think he does this when he does these interviews to get attention.
Smart.
I think there's probably water in that beer can or something. And he just makes like he's drunk so he could be outrageous and say these things. I don't think he's really drunk.
It allows you to say some crazy
See,
stuff.
Danny DeVito Limoncello. There it is.
Yeah. How else are you going to get the word out for that?
Yeah.
For that liquor?
And he mentioned it so many times on The View that he was drinking it.
I even heard of it now.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah.
Not because he would have plugged it just normally
Of
on
course.
The View. I would have forgot by the end of the day.
I smell work.
I kind of like your thought.
It's a work.
Here we go. Well, he belches.
It's real.
He's belching
Maybe
here.
it's
What's
ginger ale in
work?
Well, we're trying to keep it clean. We're classy fellas. He's drinking.
Yeah.
What time is it?
Philadelphia's just waking up, all right? We're trying to, we don't, no, come on, man. They're having their breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not real beer.
No, of course not.
Crying out loud.
Smells like real beer.
You're filming a scene for the hit Fox show. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Look at that. The sun's
And
out.
it's
Look at
sunny.
how
We had
beautiful.
Armageddon storms yesterday, but today we brought the sun out.
Thank you.
You're here in the Overbrook section, and I have to tell you, coming around the traffic, you would never even know that you guys are back here in this neighborhood. You're basically behind St. Joe's.
We're tucked away.
Yes.
Nobody will see us.
You've been filming all week in
We
the
can
city.
do anything we want.
You are so naughty.
You'll never.
That's why I love you. I love you. I
Nobody
love you.
will ever find out.
Now listen. Is it hard filming with him?
Yeah, you're looking at it.
I don't know if that's a work, dude.
I think it's a work. I don't see him.
He's on the set drinking beer at 8 in the morning.
Yeah, he's on the set drinking beer. Just stop. It's so unprofessional.
Right. No one would put up
Like
with
Danny
that.
DeVito is a successful guy.
He probably drinks his face off when the day's done.
Yeah, but Danny DeVito liked this show and said, could you write me into it? He is by far the reason this show is on. He's a huge star on the show. Like, he can just do what he wants.
Yeah, but I don't think he would want to drink beer at 8 in the morning on camera like this. It's a very unprofessional thing to do for somebody that's that successful and apparently responsible. He owns businesses. He's a director. He's done some very good work.
Acting lessons, dancing lessons.
I don't know. I'm not buying it. Not buying the whole act.
You know that John Wayne would have been 102 today?
Who?
Casey? Can we hear the Letterman audio too? I haven't heard that.
No, we can't. You want to feel old?
All right.
Jurassic Park. We were just mentioning Jurassic Park 2 days ago because of the Land of the Lost.
I mentioned it.
You did, Jimmy. How many years ago?
God damn, they're probably on their 15th anniversary.
Oh, you saw that somewhere?
No.
35?
I did the math.
16 fucking years ago?
16.
That movie came out 16 years ago? For real?
CGI still looks good.
What would that
except
be?
for the
93?
real far shots of the big dinosaurs. Yeah, I remember because I was not yet in radio. I was still knocking tin. And I went to the movies 2 days in a row to the theater to see that because it was just that amazing.
So you went back the next day?
Next day, went back to Walt Whitman Mall, where the movie theater was, right next to the mall.
You just wanted to see the fucking daughter. That's the only reason you went back.
Exactly. Please. What's she look like now?
She's got a
granddaughter, by the way.
Was she?
Yeah. She was the granddaughter of the,
Of the guy.
The guy.
Of the guy from The Great Escape.
Well, she made him the daughter. Then she was technically the daughter of someone.
Eric Stoltz. What? No. Oh. No. Laura Dern was in that, of course. Jeff Goldblum.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was...
that guy.
The guy, Sir
something.
And Newman?
But then
Richard Attenborough. Richard Attenborough was in The Great Escape. And he was the head of Jurassic Park. And it was his grandchildren that were there.
Samuel Jackson?
The boy who is now going to be in the new kind of version of Band of Brothers in the Pacific. The little boy, he's the one that's like the lead character in that. And then the girl who just kind of disappeared. Ariana Richards.
How the fuck do you know this?
Is that her? Where'd she go?
How
What's
old is she
done?
now?
Hang on.
All right.
See some pictures.
She's
16, 30. Wow.
30. So that girl's 30 now. Wow. Let's see some pitches.
She'll be 30.
She'll be 30.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see some pitches. All right. Is this recent? Yeah, it still looks like her.
That's not recent.
No.
That can't be recent.
That's 10 years ago.
Yeah, it still
10
looks
years
it
ago.
still looks like her because it's 10 years ago. Ann.
But 10 years ago, look how much older she looked than she was in the movie.
I understand, but she's like 20.
She's
there.
with that asshole from fucking that 70s show.
Well, after the break, Jimmy, yes, of course, we're going to do the Letterman thing. He's all over the news today because of a Sarah Palin joke that was pretty funny. We got the audio and him explaining the joke from
like
last
her.
night's show. Yeah, she looks all right, Ann, right?
All right.
She looks good.
Yeah. Looks like the mother of the kid from Jurassic Park.
And what time is Fallon calling in? It's supposed to be 8 o'clock.
Any minute. That's why I'm trying to go to break.
Oh, boy.
Any minute, Jimmy. But we got to take our leaks. I think after the break, we'll have Jimmy Fallon on the show.
And then
Alrighty.
Dave Attell, who is promoting Caroline's, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The shows will sell out if they're not already. So just call
absolutely.
the great Dave Attell.
And then the Letterman controversy, too. So still lots to do today. Opie and Anthony, stay there. It's the Opie and Anthony show. You heard it in there. We're going to be on Jimmy Fallon tonight. We can't be more excited than we are right now, right?
Yes.
And on the phone, Jimmy Fallon.
Hey, guys, what's up?
What's up, Jimmy? How are you, buddy?
Thanks for having me on, man. I'll see you in a couple hours.
Are you kidding? Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Look at
my
that
friend.
mutual ass-kissing we're doing here. That's great.
I never thought I'd see the day because I've been to a couple Jimmy Fallon tapings. And if you go through your archives, you'll see me in your audience with a hoodie on, looking very creepy because I didn't want to be involved with the pom-pom bit you guys were doing that night. It's a true story. It was when the March Madness was happening. You guys decided to go, root for
The Mocs.
Yeah.
They were the 16th seed, yeah.
And it was a good bit, but I went to the tape and I saw these pom-poms at my feet. I'm like, oh, no. No fucking way, man. So if you look at the tape, you'll see me like just slumping down in my chair, hoping no one recognizes that I'm not doing the pom-pom bit.
Isn't it amazing when you're trying not to be called on like you're in school, but you're in your 40s?
Yeah, exactly. And there's only like 50 seats. It's like, hey, is the Unabomber in the crowd?
I was one seat away from having to hold up like a card because you guys were spelling.
We tried to make it like a college rally.
Yeah, exactly.
For Tennessee, yeah, in our what do you call it? In our little studio.
That would have been screen capped, though.
It was screen capped. I think I
get it for you guys.
I think I put it on my Twitter actually, but man, you know what? Been to a couple tapings. I'm loving the show, Jimmy. Loving
Thanks
it.
so much. I appreciate it. I'm getting better as the goes are going on. Now I'm like kind of coming into my own. I'm more relaxed. I didn't know how to host a talk show. It's all new for me. So
yeah,
we're 62 shows in now. It kind of feels like home to me, and I feel really loose and comfortable. And it's like we're getting, the crowds are great, and we're getting great guests. And thank you guys for coming on tonight. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, what are we going to talk about? Because we're really nervous.
Oh my God,
that's what he wants to hear, right?
We just give one-word answers.
Yeah, we're really good at one-word answers. So you better have 50 questions.
Isn't that the worst when people just go yes?
If you just come on and just say one word. By the way, it's happened to me 1,000 times.
Oh, it is the worst.
You have pre-interviews and you talk to people before they come on. They go, I got this great story about how I was water skiing, and then I end up saving some kid's life. And then then they come on the air and you go, so did you have I heard you had a crazy experience with water skiing? And they go, no, not really.
Yeah, well, no.
No, not really. No, I saw a kid drown, but he's okay.
Everything's okay now. Next.
And you go, oh my God.
My God, I was hoping for about 5 minutes there.
Yeah, in your mind, that was supposed to eat up 5-7 minutes.
Oh my
now
God!
What?
Yeah, and when that doesn't happen, those minutes crawl by. But tonight we're gonna have a blast. It'll be good. We have Betty White is on the show.
Yeah, she's quite the card, isn't she?
Oh, I'm excited about Betty White.
Oh, she is. She's a wild one.
Yeah, she's good. She's going to be good. And then,
well, can I slow you down with the Betty White thing? You do that bit about licking stuff. Can we lick Betty White tonight?
Jesus Christ.
You want to lick Betty White?
Would she allow us to lick her?
She probably would.
Lick her hand, like when you shake it. Just lick the back of her hand. That's actually respect.
Well, Jimmy,
you should just do it backstage when you say hi to her.
Well, I was,
well, we could do that. I was thinking too, because I'm going to challenge Betty White to beer pong.
For real?
And I don't know if you guys play beer pong, but if you want, maybe me and Betty White could team up against you guys.
Yeah, we could do
That'd be good. I love beer pong.
Really?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Then
Who
you
doesn't
get
play
too much
beer
of an
pong?
advantage on me and Betty White.
Love that. It is pretty sick, though, like when you play beer pong and the ping pong ball goes under the refrigerator at someone's house and they dig it out and now it lands in the beer and you drink it anyway.
Yeah, of course.
It's an easy way to get swine flu.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know why you drink the beer with garbage floating in it, but only for beer pong.
Because beer kills everything.
And then you have that cup, like the wash-off cup. That's the dirtiest cup in the world.
Yeah.
You're just dipping a ping pong in water, and you go, hey, it's clean.
Yeah, now it's clean.
It's like, who thought of these rules? My grandma?
You can only play that drunk. You wouldn't drink that crap sober?
I would see that my grandma would cook stuff in the kitchen, and something would fall on the floor. She'd pick it up and, bless it to heaven or something, and then feed it to me.
Yeah. They do that, 5-second rule. If you drop it and you pick it up within 5 seconds, it's okay.
But you're so right. You throw these ping pong balls, strangers are grabbing it with their fingers, throwing it, and you're just drinking the beer that the ball's landing in.
Yeah, you don't know the people. Usually it's over at someone's house. You go to some stupid party, and it's like, oh, what's going on in here? Oh, beer pong, man.
All right, I'm in.
And some guy's picking his nose or his ass, and he's picking up the ping pong ball, and you're drinking the beer that the ball is floating in.
Can I spit the beer in your mouth?
Yeah, sure, man. It's beer pong.
What am I doing?
It's cool.
He just finger popped his girlfriend upstairs, and then it was his turn at the don't worry, we won't use that one on your show today, Jimmy. We understand TV's a little different.
That or not, yeah.
Right.
It's an interesting one. We should test the limits.
We could work out our appearance right now. What do you want to talk about tonight?
Yeah, right.
Well, you guys can do 2 songs off the new album.
Yeah,
right.
That's what we figured we would do.
Well, our pre-interview was great. We don't get to talk to you, but we get to talk to someone that sounded a lot like you.
He did. I was going to say
you noticed that?
I'm like, does Jimmy Fallon do his own pre-interviews?
I was starting to think, wait a minute, I think this might be Jimmy. It was Rob who we know over there, and
oh, I love that dude.
And now we're did an hour on the phone. It went really well, but now we're wondering which of those things we're going to use.
Any of them. Who cares? Run the gamut.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll have fun. Honestly, we'll make it it's just fun and easy, and just know that, please, you have an open-end invitation. You can come today, you can come next week. So, just
every day.
How uncomfortable would it be if these 2 psychos just showed up once a week?
That would be horrible.
Hey, look, we're doing an appearance. Can you plug it?
Just turn into whores.
And we're savvy because we had a really good Letterman appearance, and remember, they came right up to our dressing room. We want to book you immediately for 3 months from now. We've never been back to David Letterman, Jimmy.
Yeah, right.
But they were so gung-ho, like, oh, we got to book that next appearance now.
Well, I can tell you right now, whenever you guys want to go, honestly, I'm huge fans, and you guys supported me.
See how the first one goes.
The show was working and all that stuff.
Jimmy, I got a great skydiving story, for real.
What?
Oh,
yeah.
You going to tell that tonight?
Yeah, ask me about it.
Yeah.
All right.
I've never gone skydiving. I'm afraid.
Setting you up.
I'm setting you up,
He's so
Jimmy.
setting you up.
Oh, I know. I totally. Yeah.
He would just be like, no, I never went skydiving.
I've never gone skydiving. I'm not stupid.
We should do that anyway, just for your fans, just for an inside joke.
Hey, is there a music guest tonight?
Yeah, we have Martha Wainwright is going to sing Edith Piaf's song.
Very cool.
It's going to be really awesome. She knocks it out of the park, even if you don't know French. She just she sings it so good.
French.
That, it's a really, I don't know if you saw La Vie en Rose or that movie, but it's going to be amazing. She's
cool.
She's sick, and it's going to be a good show.
Know what I liked about your tapings? The Roots are just amazing. I didn't know much about the Roots before I went to the taping. I always heard of the band.
Yeah.
And then I looked them up on YouTube and stuff, and I'm getting into them a little bit. But it's just amazing what they do.
They're pretty talented. I mean, they're just, and they're like audiophiles. They just love music, and they just want to do anything. From whatever, they just want to challenge or just like play. And like, I don't know what they're going to play when you come out. It's probably, any guesses?
Is there a song called These Guys Are a Bunch of Dicks?
I don't think that's serious.
No, that must have been a B-side.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, no, but they came out, I think it was a tuba. The guy...
Damon. Yeah, he's on the...
Yeah, and he turned the tuba into like a hip-hop thing.
It's crazy.
How the fuck do you do that?
It's like, dude, I can't see you in 50 years playing that.
No.
It's like he's going to be crushed. I mean, he weighs 50 pounds.
Yeah.
And he's dancing around like it's nothing. It's so exciting when he comes to the show. I think, even if I'm like, the Roots are phenomenal.
Yeah, they get you pumped up.
They get you pumped up. It's like, oh man, they're so excited, and it's just like they love playing. And we had Paul Simon on last week.
Yeah.
And they they sang Late in the Evening with Paul Simon.
Oh wow, very cool.
It was so good. It was like, and we had Antibalas, who was this horn section from Brooklyn. And they blew it away. It was the best version I've ever heard. It was so much fun. Like people just couldn't. It was just we're so rocking.
That's very cool.
Can we use your guest booker?
Yeah.
God, you get some really good guests.
Yeah, we got good bookers. Yeah, I mean, we got some good guests coming up. We got Sonic Youth is coming on.
Oh wow.
Iggy Pop, Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz coming back.
When's Tiger in?
Tiger's coming on the 25th.
Oh, wow.
That's a good one.
Jimmy,
Hell yeah.
If you could get me an autographed Tiger Wood golf ball, I'm yours forever.
How's he going to sign something so small?
They do it, though. I don't know.
You know what's really weird? Like, with all the dimples on the ball, I could sign that.
Yeah. TW, here,
It's going to look like a real legible autograph.
No, that would look really bad.
Good point.
Yeah.
The one thing I want to mention, we mentioned it in the interview yesterday, we're all Twitter guys, and what I appreciate about you is you're still tweeting like crazy. I thought now that, you found your legs and the show is very successful, you would have faded out of that whole thing, but you're still keeping all your followers right there with you. I think that's cool.
Oh, you're a good man. You know what? I don't think I ever followed you guys, because I don't think, Anthony, were you ever on Twitter?
Oh, yeah, I'm on there. I don't pump it as much as Opie pumps his.
Yeah, we do different
I'll tell
things.
you the truth.
Yeah. Send me tweets now, and then I'll start following you guys.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, do that.
Are you kidding me? You're Jimmy Fallon, at Jimmy Fallon, my friend.
Yes. It's fun. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's an ego thing. Like people need to hear more of me. Give me a break. But it's like you just type in something, you go like, hey, I think this is cool, or check out this, or, we're doing this in the show, or, I don't send out that many.
I'm the Twitter guy. I have to tweet, with a picture. Like, I can't just do text.
No,
it's got to have a picture with it.
At this point,
they're more fun.
At this point, I get disappointed if I'm following someone and they don't have a picture. I'm like, with their update, I'm like, I don't want to do any, just reading.
Cooking dinner for the kids. All right. Show what you're cooking.
I don't need a photo, though. I have interesting. I'll tweet sometimes, like I was at a diner and my eggs were runny, so I wrote, my eggs are runny, and I put an exclamation point. People wrote back, like, wow, that's interesting. What happened?
You're an ass. They love that. See, that's a great one.
All right.
You can frame that.
Jimmy, because our fans are dicks. The first one that says, ask me about skydiving tonight, that's me.
Okay, good.
I just tweeted, but now you're going to get about 1,000 of those from our. You're going to see how big our fan base is now.
I hope he gets more than 4. How embarrassing would that be?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and please tweet that now so we look good, guys.
No.
Okay, got it.
But
I got it right now. I'm going to follow you now. I'm on my iPhone.
That's right. But why are you tweeting as Jim Norton at Twitter, Ope? That's so bizarre.
I don't do that.
I actually follow you, Jimmy. I don't think I follow any celebrities other than yourself.
You were the first celebrity I started following.
It's not. I mean, thank you, by the way, for doing that. I don't want. It's like I don't want to make it a thing. Like a lot of the other celebrity things are like, hey, you got to do this. It's serious. What's going on? Let's break 1 million. Let's do this. And it's like I don't use it for that reason.
No.
Yeah, just kind of enjoy doing it.
It's just a goofy
it
entertainment
is.
thing. I'm not taking it seriously at all.
I only follow 3 celebrities: Jimmy Fallon, Chris Cornell, because he was on the show and he was so cool. I'm like, I got to start following him.
I like it, dude.
And Kevin Smith.
Oh, yeah, I follow Kevin too.
And I think that's it.
You know who follows me?
Huh?
Oprah.
No.
Really?
Yeah, I'm one of the 10 people she follows.
Well, that's
got to be
cool.
nerve-wracking.
And I've got some direct messages from her. Like she sends me DMs on it.
There is some pressure when you look at who follows you. And
yeah.
Go, uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
You
boy,
go,
now I got to be on my game. I got to be on my Twitter game.
It'd be funny if Oprah started taunting you. Do you call that interesting? Started attacking you on your Twitter.
Making fun of you with how much money she makes.
Yeah, so we just talked about like how
She tweets a photo of herself just in a bundle of cash, shrugging.
we tweet about how different our vacations are.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm on a yacht. I'm like, I'm on a hammock.
Yeah.
It's close.
She's in Honolulu in the Four Seasons, and you're in Ronkonkoma.
I'm in Lake George.
Yeah, doing some stand-up
Yeah,
on your downtime. Jesus.
I'm doing Bonnaroo this weekend.
Are you?
For real?
You guys been to Bonnaroo before?
Bonnaroo is this weekend?
I've always wanted to go to Bonnaroo.
I did that last year. I did sex there. That's this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
How was that, Jim? Was it fun?
Yeah, it's a little weird. Do you know if your shows are during the day or at night?
During the day.
It's like you'll get a lot of people who come in just to get out of the sun. But I mean, you're different though. No, but I mean, they don't even know there's a comedy show. But I'm sure you'll have them all there to see you. But they're great. I mean, they're actually really nice crowds. There was no aggressiveness. I was surprised at how good they were.
Wow. Was it? And you're in a tent? Am I in a tent?
Yeah. And actually, one of the few air conditioned places. So the shows are always full, and I enjoyed it.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's gonna be me and Wayne Fetterman.
Okay.
Oh wow.
We're doing that, but it's and then I think Saturday night is Bruce Springsteen.
Springsteen is doing Bonnaroo this year?
Yeah, Springsteen's Bonnaroo. I think Sunday they're closing it out with Fish.
Wow. Hey,
but yeah, Springsteen's Saturday night.
Speaking of your stand-up, I noticed because I follow you on Twitter that on weekends you're doing stand-up all over the country, or is that just every once in a while?
Yeah, like every other week I do it. I do like I have this week I'm doing Bonnaroo. Next weekend I have off.
How do you keep up that schedule with the TV show?
I just don't pay attention. I just it's just something I have to do. I just want to make the show work. I want to do whatever I can to get out there and just not listen to anything. Just keep moving. Then as a Rolling Stone gathers no moss, I guess.
Well, it's got to help with the thing too, because you're out, you're performing. I mean, obviously, Letterman was a stand-up. Leno was such a big stand-up. It really helps to be able to do that with monologues and all that stuff to keep yourself fresh if you want to just go out and work on stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And then it's also you have to do these events now and then, just because you're on NBC, like some executives, you got to host this thing, and you go, okay, and those are the hellest gigs or the worst.
Oh
gigs.
yeah, really, an executive coming up saying this is going to be a good one. You just know it's going to be awful.
It's just brutal.
The same guy you have
you're
to
in a ballroom in a hotel. You're like, wow.
Oh man.
People are eating. You can hear silverware.
The clinking and clanking of silverware on plates.
And there's waiters walking around serving, talking to people would you like more coffee? No, you wouldn't. Oh, you do. You want
God
decaf?
damn, that's
and they're
terrible.
having conversations. And I'm doing my stupid joke about hey, do you guys go to the movies? Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's brutal. But I mean, there's got to be. I mean, Jim, has there a book written about hell gigs? There has to be.
I don't know, actually. There was some comic that wrote something recently. I've talked about hell gigs in my 2 bestsellers, but I mean, they're not specifically about hell gigs. I'm sure there's something out there though.
That would be a great read.
Yeah.
It's the worst gigs ever.
Didn't Seinfeld write a book actually about bad gigs? I think Seinfeld had something to do with a book.
Familiar, like someone actually did this.
They rejected my story, which is why I actually wrote my own book. My story was too weird, I think.
What happened in your gig?
It was a sexual story that involved myself and Bob Levy and Jim Florentine, not with each other, but it was just really creepy. And I think Seinfeld probably looked at it and went, no, and they just rejected it.
What's the deal with that? that?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he actually said. That's weird.
Hey, congratulations on the Webby. That's pretty big these days,
Yeah.
right?
I was really excited about that. I got Webby Person of the Year, where you're only allowed to say 5 words in your acceptance speech.
Really?
Yeah, so it's tricky for a comedian because you can't just go for the laugh, really. I mean, it's just people have done everything. Because I think 800 people win these awards every year. So people have done the thing where I would like to thank, and then walk away. You go, oh boy.
What did you do?
I said, I got up to Cameron Diaz gave me the award. I was all excited, but then I went up and I said, thank God Conan got promoted.
Wow, 5 words.
That's a good one.
That's
yeah, so
perfect 5 words.
But I mean, I had another one that I was going to sing. I had like a boombox, and I was going to do a whole big thing. I'm like, I'm not going to swing that hard.
Why work up a sweat?
It's an epic miss. I can't do it. So I was like,
yeah.
But it was pretty fun, man. It was like, it moves fast. It's like, everyone's just kind of there to just say, like, I don't think they take it that seriously. They're more like respect each other. Like, hey, good job. You did good. And it's like, just get up, say 5 words, and leave. It's pretty fun.
That is a pretty brilliant way to run an award show. Like, who can say the most interesting 5 words? I mean, that's actually a really interesting way to do it.
Smart.
Yeah, Lorne Michaels had a good one. He won like some Lifetime Achievement or something like that last year, and he said 5 words are not enough.
Wow, it's great.
I like that one. And then Stephen Colbert won last year, and he said, me. And Sarah Silverman, this year she won, and she said, I want to say like, all right, did the Holocaust happen? Yes.
Wow. Wait, that's only 4 words.
Wait, then she said yes.
Oh, okay.
And then ended with yes.
At least she answered it.
Yeah, she answered her own question. But it was like, it's like people go up and they got to do their own, you try. It's definitely her style.
Were any awful, though? Like, did any have any that, like, were supposed to be, like, cutting edge that just kind of, like, yuck?
Oh, yeah, there's so many. There's one that was like, someone said 6 words.
Oh, you can't do that.
Yeah, it got booed. People booed. Like,
yeah.
What? This is a night. This is an outrage. Can't say 6 words. I'm walking out. This is anarchy. But yeah,
rules.
Just, it's like all the same jokes. Like, I would like to thank, or I'm going to make this short.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But it's like people have just seen it already, so it's like, you kind of feel bad.
Yeah, they should up it to 10 words or something, because 5 words just doesn't.
That's tough.
Yeah,
that's what I like. That's the beauty of it. Sure.
Or 1 word.
Speaking of words, when you tweet, do you feel like you have to use all 140 characters?
No. I keep. Sometimes I run. Like when I first started Twitter, I used to just delete spaces and just have one run-on word.
Oh yeah.
And that's just obnoxious.
You really do have to edit yourself and always put the picture before your text. Because the link actually takes up some of the text.
Oh, just so you know how much.
Yeah,
you
so
got left.
I've written a whole thing and then posted the picture, and oh my God, now half my text is gone, and I got to start Xing off very important words.
Yeah. Well, do you guys have the iPhone or no?
Yes,
of course.
I got the BlackBerry.
No, iPhone rules.
I know I'm starting to lose the battle.
I'm getting the new iPhone on Wednesday, the 17th.
You're getting it 2 days early
on the show. It's going to be sick.
Damn it.
Is that just because you have a show? Stupid question, guy.
I love the iPhone, man.
We're gonna talk about it on the show and just see. I don't know if I'm actually gonna get one, but I'm just gonna hold one.
I can't function without it. Like, it's now my tricorder communicator. It's like everything. The apps. I barely use it as a phone. It's just everything else that's on it.
It doesn't work as a phone.
Yeah, right. Well, of course, it's no signal ever.
Yeah, it's a terrible phone. But
yeah, but who uses?
It's a great thing.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
But who uses a phone for a phone these days? When your phone actually rings, doesn't it seem weird now?
Yeah, you go, what the heck is this?
I always do that. As I'm taking it out of my pocket, I go, who the hell is this?
Yeah, why can't you just text me?
Text.
Email.
Text me, please. I don't have time to talk.
It's all about talking. What is that?
What do you use? Do you use Tweety?
Tweety. Yeah.
Yep.
Tweety's the way
Tweety
to go.
seems to be the best one. There's a lot of the apps on the iPhone that work better than the actual, if you go on a full-size computer and go to the site and try to do it. They kind of, pared it down really nice.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, you can add the photo and it doesn't take your characters on Tweety.
Oh shit! Maybe
we
don't use Tweety.
Hold
then.
on.
I'm writing
what
that
the
down.
hell is this?
Yeah.
Why the hell wasn't I told about this? What the hell's going on?
I use Tweety.
I use Tweety.
It does eat the little characters, Jimmy.
Oh, it does?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so.
I don't.
Maybe you might
I'm
have
wrong.
the new and improved Tweety, perhaps.
Maybe you use
Maybe you got the special celebrity account with
Celebrity Tweety.
But as we debate Tweety, like, can you? I want to know how many people are aiming their cars right now for like a bridge or anything. I have to disagree about your Tweety assessment. Crash.
Where's that abutment?
I couldn't think of that word, so I said bridge.
Yes, of course.
That was good.
Held up by an abutment.
I know I'm an idiot.
Hey, Jimmy, all our listeners are comedy writers.
Oh, yeah, good.
Going with that 5-word thing, somebody came up with the cure for cancer is.
That's great.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Yeah, there's a cliffhanger, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a pretty good one.
Not bad.
The cure for cancer is. And then you realize you're out of words.
Yeah.
And then people would go, okay, look, we'll give you more words. Please tell us. And then you don't have
what were
it,
you
so.
talking about? Yeah.
Someone is saying
You just look silly.
Someone else is saying, great, you guys are wasting all your material, now, and when it comes to tonight, you're going to have nothing to talk about.
Oh, believe me, we'll just rehash the same
Betty
crap
White.
we're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm going to lick Betty White.
Betty White.
I'm doing the lick Betty White
We
bit.
could do that for 10 minutes.
That would be just...
That would be gross.
I've never seen Betty White interviewed. I guess she's a great interview. I mean, she's hilarious. The Golden Girls, and she was on American Horror.
She's not as prim and proper as she comes across on a lot of shows.
Dirty girl, right?
Yeah. A lot of
edgy.
A lot of the women from that whole era, Cloris Leachman, and they just have this dirty, filthy side to them. That, very dirty jokes and things like that.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be a fun show tonight. And I want to thank you guys for coming on. It's going to be fun.
No,
Thanks
thank
for
you,
having
Jimmy.
us.
And Jim, you got to come on soon.
Thank you, man. Who's on tomorrow? How uncomfortable would it be if I just showed up with my calendar and really started trying to book through you directly? Jimmy, come on!
You said, Jimmy. You said.
I'll call you and say we'll get a date for you because I'd love to have you on, please.
Thanks, of course. I'd love
the
to.
whole King of Comedy thing.
Now, Jimmy,
Jimmy,
I thought I'd come on the show. Ma, I'm trying to do this now.
If I have a list of demands like Tiger Woods and I want the same green room and the same treatment, you're an ass. No one knows you.
You will.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Jimmy, we'll see you tonight.
See you tonight, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely,
we're
man.
loving it.
We do.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun times.
Well, a blast. Thank
Thanks
you.
so much.
Thank you, Mr. Fallon.
All right, guys. Thanks again.
All right,
See you,
man.
man.
Bye. Jimmy Fallon, everyone.
Is Jimmy Fallon?
He just works with this show.
Yeah.
He can just go with the flow. I love that.
And there's someone that's actually, like, they didn't give him the gig, and he's just kind of sitting there going, all right, we'll see how this works. Like, that's out there making this work,
Right.
A lot of guys get fucking lazy. They just plop him in the seat and, hey, well, it didn't work. What do you want from me?
No, he's a hard worker.
Out there doing, like, comedy and shit. And then I could just imagine these corporate guys coming up and going, yeah, we got this great opportunity. I think it'll be good for the show if you go to this corporate gig we got going on. And
Most of the guys we talk to, though, they say the corporate gigs, they hate doing them, but the money's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right, Jimmy?
Yeah, I don't. Well, I never get booked at them.
yeah, you're too filth-ridden.
Hey, Steve, could you? Dave is here, so let's tell Steve to grab him.
Oh, don't you have a clean set that you can throw at these people?
Nah, I mean, I can do a few minutes on.
Use your old original set.
Yeah.
With Chunky Monkey.
You know, why don't we do this? 'Cause
yeah.
David tells walking down the hall. Why don't we do one quick break, Danny? Take some leaks, reset, so we could, have a solid hour with David Tell next. Does that sound good?
All righty.
All right, cool. Let's do that. Opie and Anthony. David Tell walks into the studio and begins beating us up.
Of course. What a little love circle jerk there with Jimmy on the phone with your tweets and other techno babble.
Yeah, we were talking about tweeting, and
Tell was totally disgusted.
We're still in that zone where we're just happy to be here.
What about writing it on a piece of parchment, handing it to a slave, and hoping for the best? Huh? What happened in the old days? Am I right?
You're not a fan of the
Fellers.
Twitter or the Facebook or the MySpace?
No.
You do any of that stuff there, Dave?
I don't. I feel like if a man's got something to say, he should just pull out a revolver, head down to a memorial, and...
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that guy was a little angry.
I think he meant business, huh?
Do you think he? Do you think at the end of the Gran Torino movie he said, "Amen, brother. Thanks for my marching orders." First Danny Gans, then David Carradine, now this.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, he had it.
Danny Gans, autopsy's in. Painkillers.
Accidental overdose of painkillers.
Painkillers.
Really?
Yeah.
He must have been miserable doing that show in Vegas for so long or something.
Well, but you got to understand, he did like 1 million voices. He had to take extra pills for all the different characters.
Each character that was...
Yeah. You know, Sammy needs a Vicodin and...
It's that. He's actually, yeah.
He's actually really helping me.
He's actually,
I was so afraid Jimmy's going to say, "What was I thinking?" Is he the nicest guy or
Jimmy
what?
Fallon?
Yeah.
He's amazing.
He's great.
Yeah, he does seem very sincere.
Can't stand him.
Yeah.
I want to be edgy guy who disagrees.
Because that would be good.
No,
That would be a great running bit, not to be all TV, but Jim on Jim, where like we have Norton versus Fallon. You know, he's holding a puppy. Can I use?
Yes,
is this
yes.
30?
Oh, it's
You're
filthy.
fucking it.
I would go for that in a second. I don't think that.
You don't think they would do it over there?
No. How great would it be if I actually pitched that?
Well, they
No,
have
you
so
hold
many-
the door. You don't have to fuck it. I'll do the fucking.
Great idea.
They have so many tried bits already. So
What do you think of this Carradine thing? This
I think
story
it's-
gets better and better every day. This David
Not for
Carradine.
him.
How cool was that? That like you know.
How much stimulation do you need to fucking blow your nut, though?
Well, I don't know.
Do you need that much stimulation, David? Tell
No,
me.
I don't. Well, I did this the other day, but it is, you know, McCainism, basically. He was, you know, in the Orient, and it happened. And I think, you know, if this doesn't get if this doesn't get Laura Ling back, no, I think that's so cool. What a cool way to, you know, by the way, like, you know, surprise, I'm a cross-dressing freak, you know, whatever.
Came out of nowhere. Really
by
did.
the way, that movie, I mean, Kung Fu, the ultimate TV show. Anybody not good at sports but had vengeance in their heart?
Yes.
That was definitely for everybody.
Kung Fu. Just walking the earth.
What I like about the David Carradine, the latest info, he had the red lingerie on the bed that he decided that he didn't want to wear.
Or maybe he was going to change into it
You
after
think
he
he might
choked
have-
himself.
you think he had plans for the red
He's like,
lingerie?
I'm gonna come.
Right.
Then I'm gonna like just right when I'm choking out, I'm gonna come. Then I'll pull the noose off my neck, and I'm gonna get in the red lingerie and just relax around the hotel a little while
And see what's on
And
pay-per-view.
before you know it, he comes and goes, "Wait, I'm kind of blacking out."
And that's all he remembers.
And that's it. Eternity.
He built his own shit. He was
did?
always experimenting with like these contraptions.
He was interested in. He tried fucking doing drowning stuff in his
that
own
came
pool.
out today, right?
What a fucking creep.
Drowning stuff.
Yeah, he liked the idea of
wrong with
almost
him?
dying.
And the horseback riding in
He was
in
bareback horseback riding speedos. He must like his balls bounced around.
Let's not dwell on how the man died. Let's how he lived. I mean,
Celebrate his life.
Like one time during Kung Fu, do you remember when he fought that double-headed dildo in his ass? No, I liked his acting style in that because it was like half Asian, half just sleepy baby, like, but teacher.
He was kind of asleep during the whole thing.
Yeah, it was good.
Until and for such a non-violent guy, he got in a fight all the time.
Yeah.
But and like, why would you want to fight him? He was a peaceful guy, just walked around, didn't hassle anybody.
Maybe he stole your wife's lingerie.
He was
Could have okay.
he
Could
was
have
a
been.
monk.
Yeah, he's a monk.
He was a monk who was trying to defend the emperor's son or something.
Did they make him up? Did they put like some kind of eye makeup on him to give him some kind of
I think
Asian
they
eyes?
They tied his balls, and
that's just the look he was making.
that got him hooked.
It's called getting into character back in the 70s.
I think they made him part Asian, just slightly.
Yeah. They gave him some Asian thing.
Like he had a
quite
distant
figure it out.
relative that was Asian or something.
Yeah, he did look a little Asian. His brother didn't at all. His brother
No.
looked-
The Revenge of the Nerds guy.
Yeah.
Is his
What did
brother.
he say about this whole thing? Did he know this growing up? Did they have bunk beds?
He did
or-
that funny nerds laugh, and then started crying uncontrollably.
But Thailand, that must have been so cool. I wonder if they even it's like, give me a Carradine. Like you go over there and
Yeah.
It's like a special.
Like naming a sandwich out of a.
Jimmy was just tweaking this whole.
Oh no, I was just
Jimmy, what were you doing?
I took a picture of Dave and I did tweet it.
Oh,
but Dave doesn't like all this
with a funny caption.
You don't like the social
tweeted.
networking.
I'm an asshole. I don't know.
Someone tells me being found like that in Thailand is like getting hit by a car here.
Yeah.
It's just something like, it's like, oh, another guy
Doesn't
in
even make the
lingerie
news.
hanging in the closet, jerking off.
If there's no child, it's considered an honorable death.
He wasn't a kid guy, right?
I don't think he was, no.
Oh, that's cool.
The only one in Thailand, by the way, that isn't.
Yeah, he'll be worshipped as a god now. He actually liked adult pussy.
That is really
Why
cool.
else would you go to Thailand? We've had this discussion
Just
on our show
sexual
many times.
deviants
And then the
and
listeners will
mercenaries.
call up and go, no, they got nice beaches.
You know, it's so
You're
sad.
not going
that
there for the beaches.
all the
for a
actors that could
tsunami.
play him have already killed themselves. I was thinking
Wait a
this would be
minute.
cool.
Yeah, who-
Heather, what's his name? Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger could have done it.
Yeah.
No.
I'm loving this guy. So he was wearing women's clothes?
Fishnets.
The thing in fishnets
And a wig.
and a wig.
Yeah, and his balls were tied.
You know how blue these balls must have been when they found them?
All swollen, full of cum.
Oh, just that last fucking orgasm that never came
Imagine
out.
the shock on the fucking corner when he untied the thing and it just blasted in his face. Oh, boy. I should have seen this coming.
Do you think it was
body went, oh.
Do you think it was a quiet death or like outside somebody was trimming one of those bonsai trees and thinking, like, what's the sound to ball explosion?
Ball choking and whatever.
Yeah, he tied his hands above his head, too. Like, he would do these weird things. But how do you come with your fucking hands tied around your head?
What a weird
No, but he would want to just hang out like that for a while.
Yeah, maybe he just wanted to hang out.
One of
and
his
go like,
ex-wives
oh,
used to find him in these weird positions in the bathroom.
But what was he promoting? Land of the Lost? Or why was he in Thailand?
He was filming a movie called
Stretch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't you love how that works out?
Yeah.
Filming a movie called
Stretching his
Couldn't have been
nutsack
better.
over his head.
Couldn't have been better if the movie was called Dying with My Dick Out. That would have been perfect, actually.
You know,
They love wordplay when they die.
I got to stop
great.
getting all my news from Byron Allen because at first I thought it was just a hilarious take.
You never even know the comics on that show are doing their bits. That's the interesting part about his show.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, wow, these guys are organically funny.
Hang around.
Yeah. You talk about anything for 10 minutes. It's brilliant.
But he was 72 years old. Now that's pretty amazing for
I don't think he was that
anybody.
old. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was that old, and then to,
Well,
go
'cause
out
he's
like
Asian.
that at 72.
You never know how old they all are.
Is he Asian?
No, he just played one on TV.
Yeah, that's how good he was. You never knew.
You never knew.
What a gullible douchebag I am. He's joking. I'm like, for real, Dave?
At least he died doing what he loves. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he
That's
really
That's
did.
what we all
Jerking
want.
off with a rope around your
We
balls.
hate that saying.
That definitely wasn't the first time. Like, you got to know what you want. Like, he's tried other things.
That isn't, delving into something. That is committing. You've been there for quite a few years.
If you pick up the paper, there's a sex shop in L.A. He went in there constantly, and he has some stuff that's coming in that he ordered.
That he ordered?
And the lady's like, it's a shame he'll never get to pick
He
this
never
up.
I know what it is.
But everybody wants to know what the fuck
I know what it
are
is.
in
What?
these
It's
boxes.
an emergency take the ball gag off my something throat device.
Yeah.
Written in Taiwanese or something.
It's going to be forwarded to Thailand.
He got it shipped UPS ground. That's why I didn't make it.
It's
that
a fortune
really his,
cookie that says a case.
What is
like
this?
the tats would be known. An
What the fuck?
autopsy.
Where is the Sully of ball tying to save him?
Yeah, he should have been the kung fu of ball tying and known exactly how to do it.
Can you imagine, like, just running in there? No time to explain. There's a guy tied up balls.
Next choking.
Carradine?
We know him. Yeah.
Is that an autopsy photo?
It's
let me see it.
supposedly
Come on.
the autopsy photo of David Carradine, but it doesn't show his face.
Yeah.
It shows the old staples down the.
But you can match up the tattoos, no?
Those are his tats?
If they're his tats, I don't know. Maybe
Do we
they
really need an
photoshopped them.
autopsy? I mean, people pretty much know what happened.
Exactly.
Well, Boden's going over there.
wow.
Boden's going to L.A. to do the second autopsy.
Probably to see if he had any fucking, drugs in him or if there was, strange person's semen in him or
Why
someone else.
send Boden?
Why not?
Boden loves that stuff.
Lives for death.
Dave, we had
Loves celebrity death.
We had Michael Boden on the show.
You ever see him? He had that HBO
Autopsy.
show called Autopsy.
Oh, he's great,
That
yeah.
morbid guy that just talks about
He
and we
loves
saw by
death.
looking at the stomach contents that she had died 12 hours before.
From the flies. It's always like the flies will hatch. And
They lay maggots in the wounds.
Oh.
My gosh, he guy's a fucking
Gets
ghoul.
so excited about death.
Did he
How
have like
talks about it.
tidbits like,
Oh,
other,
yeah.
Funny story. I'm fucking a cadaver.
And it locks up around my dick. The phone rings.
We should tell people that David Tell's going to be at Caroline's. These shows got to be sold
Yes.
out. I don't even think you need to be here, Dave.
Tonight?
in this economy, fellas.
Oh, really?
Right? Come on.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's Friday 2 shows, Saturday 3, and then Sunday 1.
I'm
They're
there with Jay.
Caroline's.
with Jay Okerson and Louis Katz. You know Louis from San Francisco?
Yeah. I like Louis, man. He's funny.
Louis is a
Crossroads
very...
of the lounge chairs.
What?
Times Square.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes.
Oh, remember we were talking about this? I was watching Ovation last night.
What's that?
It's usually the warning sign that you're gay. Ovation is 3 channels away from Bravo, which is the can opener to Oxygen, which is really like waking up with a cock in your mouth. So, anyway, they had this documentary called After Tomorrow, which I thought was a Will Smith movie, but it wasn't. It was about these Annies who were, they played Annie on,
right.
Whatever. And they showed Sarah Jessica Parker, who still is the only man who's ever played it. But they show all these broken dream Annies and
Andrea
orphans.
McArdle?
Yes.
But she was the first one.
Yeah, I don't know. She's working at a Hooters somewhere now. But you got to get these girls in, and 2 of them passed away. I went to the site and everything.
Wow.
And every day we're losing Annies like we're losing World War II vets. So you got to get them in here.
Who the fuck knew?
And they got problems too?
They couldn't get over it. They cannot get over they were so famous when they were 12. And then, they're like, what happened?
And then they're nothing.
They're trying to play when they're 20 and act cute and young, and just it's finished.
And it's that whole Broadway thing of they hope they don't get boobs, because that makes them not look childlike.
They're not kids anymore.
Yeah, so.
How long would they play it for?
A year and a half. They would go on the road.
God. Hey, that girl looks familiar.
How many Annies were there?
Fucking
How many Annies are we up to, you think? Couple dozen, maybe?
There was never a black Annie, a Blanny, as we used to call it, where she could sing Tamara. Pregnant. You know what I'm saying. Come on, some of these write themselves. Tweet it. Tweet.
Fucking David Tell.
How many Annies? That's a good question. That would be. I'm
gonna go with 24.
I'll bet you $10. There's probably been about 15.
15?
You say I'll give you the high. I'll give you whatever.
Can I overbid?
Over under.
Go ahead.
I can overbid. All right.
I'll bet you a Tide Boiled sandwich with a.
That show's probably been on since the mid-70s.
It's canceled, yeah.
I mean, but it started the mid-70s and ran till when?
Wow, this guy really bets. I love this.
I say 17. I'm almost positive it's 17.
17 Annies.
Almost positive.
We usually do fake betting on the show, but he ripped out his money,
can't
so
go more than a
so we got to
couple
really
years.
do this now.
Here's 20.
All right, my 20's out too.
I'm going.
You can't go nothing unless you put your money on the table.
Can't a couple of guys just bet on how many Annies there were?
Right.
I got 24.
How about the loser sucks the winner's cock, and then the winner returns the favor?
What kind of rules are we
I don't
playing
mind
here?
it.
Are these prices
He
right
already
rules?
said you could overbid.
All right.
Closest no matter
Let's
what.
see what did I say, 15?
Yeah,
I said 24.
Okay, so remember, they only get to do it for 2 years or something like that. I think Sarah Jessica did it for longer.
You got
But at least one didn't do it that long.
When did
I'm
Annie
going
start?
13 years.
I said
I'm
17.
so out.
I'm saying 13.
God damn it.
13? I said 15.
17.
I think he's closer.
No, he's
I
not.
don't know. We'll see.
Danny?
Danny, how many Annies?
Danny is the master of the internet.
No, we call him king.
He was the king of the internet.
Now he's king.
So there
of the
never
internet.
was. They did have. It really is funny. There never was a black Annie. So
Yeah.
I guess it kind of ended before integration or something.
Yeah, before you could just pop anyone in a role.
Yeah, back then it was white orphans and
1,
White orphans.
2.
Uh-oh.
I remember the original Daddy Warbucks. What's his name?
You know it's not going to be good when you can hear the newspaper being leafed through?
These are very unprepared bits.
People want to know if Insomniac is done. It is, I guess.
Totally done.
that was a great show.
I'm too
Dave.
old. Look at me.
That was an
I'm an old
amazing
man.
show, though.
Yeah, it was all right. No, it was great.
No, it was
a lot of fun, and I was wishing that two townspeople what town is the most fun party, and we always go Brazil. You've been down there.
Yes, it scared me, though. Rio scared me.
It did?
Too poverty-stricken. There's too many people that want your money and will slice you to get it. It's just that's what scared me about it.
Yeah, but you were down there when you were a single man and all that kind of stuff. Did you see any of that kind of weird sex play that this Carradine character?
No, I mean, but I just went to regular brothals and fucked. I mean, there was nothing bizarre about it.
See how I talk showed her? That was pretty good
You
talk
did.
show.
Yeah, that was good.
Any of this rodeo whoop-de-doo down on Who's Got Dang? No, you didn't see anything like that, right?
No. But again, I didn't look for that stuff. It was just me and Patrice and Bobby Kelly and a few of us just going to whorehouse.
You guys were looking for straight up man. Ernest Borgnine just got into port.
Yeah.
Bang, fuck, suck.
Yeah, just put a load in you.
Do you have to watch the entire musical to get out how many Annies?
I know,
I'm really
right?
sorry I brought it up, guys.
I don't care.
I know, we're all
It's
sitting
like
there
waiting
looking
for a David Blaine trick to end here. It's like, all right, well, we know
all of
he's
us
gonna make it.
looking at these Annies, bunch of hard dicks in the room.
Oh, Annie trivia.
That David Blaine's terrific, though.
Oh, he's great.
He comes up with some crazy
He would have
stuff.
gotten out of that whole carroting situation.
Yeah, but he would have, had to do it in Times Square in the front of everybody, and he would have had to carry it on for a week straight.
There's something about the balls that they never should be tied. I don't know what it is.
They should be held.
They should be held, on a chin.
I don't know if we're going to get the answer. We might have stumped Annie.
Why don't you Google how many Annies have there been on Broadway?
Use the Google.
Where's the ask.com people?
Use the Google.
What'd you Google?
Well, let's go through the.
All right. Well, we could go back to.
How many do you have so far?
I feel like I exhausted the crowd with.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Hey, we should do the Letterman thing. Letterman's in some hot water today.
What happened?
He did a Sarah Palin joke. It was a great little joke.
I didn't hear it.
And then he was on a show trying to explain. This is everywhere today. Let's listen in on this as we try to find out how many.
Does it
Annies.
include the 20th anniversary Broadway revival in 1997?
I'll throw it in for another 5.
Hold on a minute.
I'm feeling lucky today.
I think so.
I need numbers, so I
If
say
it's
yes.
on Broadway, it would have to, because we're not talking about road things or
Road
when they do it
Annies,
up
no.
in Boston or something like that.
No, I think it's the road company Annies too. They consider themselves Annies.
No minor league Annies.
No minor leaguers.
No,
we're
come
talking
on.
the majors.
I got 17 Broadway Annies. I'm not changing my
I said
fucking
15.
guess.
You said 13. How much you said?
Opie said 68.
Yeah, I'm just so out. 24.
I don't know. It's
Come on.
I can't find the number. It's amazing.
All right, everyone put their money back.
Well, let's keep it.
All right, we'll keep it out just
there.
in case.
Someone will
we
come
can
up
bet
with
on
it.
something else.
Let's send that money
This is
to something important.
This is Letterman from last night.
Sarah Palin was in New York this week. The hardest part of the trip was keeping Elliot Spitzer away from her daughter. Now that's... I'm surprised we haven't heard from Elliot Spitzer either. Now, I'm not necessarily proud of these jokes. I mean, we do stuff all the time, and our objective here is to get a laugh, and thank God, we don't have to go to The Hague before the World Court to defend them. It's a joke. That's all it's supposed to be. That's what this is. Now, here's the other joke they're upset about. Sarah Palin went to a Yankees game yesterday. There was one awkward moment during the 7th inning stretch. Her daughter was knocked up by Alex Rodriguez.
Oh, good joke. Good line. The fuck?
It's a sports joke.
I'm telling you, I recognize that these are ugly.
Yeah.
These are actually ugly. These are borderline, but again, in an act of desperation to get cheap laughs, which is what I've been doing for the last 30 years. Why didn't we hear from Alex Rodriguez?
There you go. No big deal.
That's really good.
Sarah's all over it, though. She's pissed.
Well, I think because the daughter that went to the game with her was 14.
Yeah, but
it wasn't the other daughter.
Yeah, but Letterman was just generalized.
It wasn't Bristol. It was.
Yeah, it was the other one.
It was the other one.
The hotter one, yeah.
Yeah.
No, they all have like snow names. Didn't we talk about that one time?
Yeah.
They're like Alaskan names. Like money for nothing because you live in an oil state. Anyway. Did you guys ever watch that Gangland stuff? You guys
love that.
Did you see that thing about the Alaskan gangs?
No, I missed the Alaskan
Oh, that's
ones.
a great one. Yeah.
Wow.
It's really good because I think it's only one, like it's either the Crips or the Bloods or something like that. I don't want to get myself killed here, but anyway, there's only one of them, and they fight each other because they're lonely. Because kind of like that's what they do.
Because they don't have another gang to fight.
They extort people, like they keep throwing snow in your driveway until you pay them.
I'm like the anti-conversation starter. It's like the Annies. How many Annies are there?
How many Annies?
I'm like that weird guy at the barbecue. Hey.
And then Danny's digging through this.
Danny doesn't like to be defeated.
He's trying.
He's being humiliated right now.
It's hard to Google anything to begin with bukkake in this office.
Yeah,
Your computer's like, what happened?
Porno's a lot easier to find.
I know what Danny's doing right now. He is counting.
Oh.
I believe he's counting. We might have an answer.
Counting Annie.
Well, build the tension like a Regis would.
He's going down the casting, it looks like, and when the name changes,
we're not fucking...
he's counting.
But we're not taking understudies.
No, he knows.
How many get japped out of this?
I'll give you half my money if you say 20.
I think it's
so
a really
many-
long list.
Well, yeah, it's really long, and I'm trying to go through it, and I gotta omit all of the understudy Annies.
How many are you up to?
They should put them all on a wall somewhere.
You're only up to 2?
There's a lot of understudies.
You've been scrolling for
stupid understudies.
Oh, shit, I've lost this.
Let's do a double or nothing with the dog. How many dogs do you think? That's easy to calculate.
How many Daddy Warbecks died of cancer?
Figuring and ciphering.
Ciphering.
Figuring. Yeah. What else is going on, David Tell?
I'm on the road.
Carolines, yeah,
I'm on the road. I was in Salt Lake City. Have you played that town, Jim?
No, I have not.
Horrible place, right?
Absolutely not. They're totally. When I first did the Insomniac show there years ago, you had to get a pass to drink in the bars. They had some weird laws to drink and all that kind of stuff. But now they have everything. They have the bars going. They got Starbucks there, which is they're not about coffee over there. And then they got strip clubs and an all new club. Which is called the Shame Factory. No, I don't know what it's called. I didn't go in.
You go in there and people just boo you as you exit.
But they stone whatever. Harlot, Jezebel to the main stage. Heartbreaker. No, so I was on stage and I had all these Mormon openers, the Jack Mormons. That means they grew up Mormon. And it was so funny because my crowd's a little drunk. And some of them were not just rambunctious, not bad or anything like that. But the openers had to control the crowd. So it was funny, Mormon on Mormon violence, where they were using they didn't use Mormonisms. They were trying to curse each other out, but it's not natural for them. Sure. It's mother hex. Fuck you, fucking, fuckers.
Yeah. Easy, you child of two parents.
Oh. and then I said, when you guys curse, every time you do, Marie Osmond eats a bagel, and that quieted them down. I use some of my Jew, sarcasm on them. It's acid on a bride's face in Pakistan. Quiets them down. Hey, we're winning in Pakistan. What do you think about that, Anthony? We're chasing them out.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
The tallies are on the run.
The Taliban is on the run.
We're doing good over there?
Hey, let's just make it easier. How many Annies have done porn? None of them, right?
Who's that?
You got to think one.
Oh, she played Vicky, that girl.
That's not Annie?
Oh, it's Vicky. How many Vickies were there? Double or nothing. How many Vickies died of chlamydia?
That one's listed as playing Annie.
Why don't you just Google how many women are red-haired in this country? How many get residual checks?
Ginjas. Wow. What do you think of this whole shooting guy at the...
Well,
I think he was a little angry.
A little angry.
Horrible.
Just a tad.
Had it.
A little angry. A little anti-Semitic.
Yeah, really. That was hardcore.
White supremacist.
What a terribly planned attack, though. I mean, it's if you're going to go in and shoot a place up and you just shoot a security guard, it's what a dope.
Yeah, he really didn't have the
well, what was he hoping to
plan
do
there?
I mean, I don't know. He just walked in and I think just wanted to start firing.
Yeah, maybe get sympathy for his cause by shooting up a Holocaust museum. The fuck do you Yeah, this is going to get people to rally behind. I bet the press picks up on this and shows my good side after I'm gone.
He had it, right? Wasn't he something else happened to him?
Yeah, years ago he went into the federal bank and
caused some problems.
And caused a ruckus, trying to make a citizen's arrest on the head of the federal bank because the interest rates were too high.
How would you think that's going to work, though?
And he was loaded for bear then, too. He had shotguns and all kinds of
they're going to go, thank you, sir. That's very helpful.
Oh, that's horrible. What a horrible picture of him, too.
Yeah, he looks feminine. There's something feminine about his neck.
He does look like he's wearing a little lipstick. He looks like some kind of impersonator.
Yes. Without the wig.
I could see him in a rocking chair, knitting something and talking about, Mark Twain or something. He looks evil, everyone. But he was... You're never too old to kill anyone. That's the beauty. That's the thing of the story. That's the silver lining there.
Fat Ass says there's 11 Annies.
Wow. Well, who said 13?
That goes up to 1997. That's when the show closed?
No. Apparently the show opened on August 10th, 1976.
All right.
Pre-Broadway tryout.
Shit. So we got to count that.
No, that was in Connecticut. Hold on.
This guy has from 77
I
to
apologize for ruining the
April
show.
21st, 77.
I think I have a number.
Only till November 28th of 81.
Yeah.
After 1,485 performances.
Wow.
And that was it. So that's fucking it.
What are you talking about?
Then there was a revival on 98 from 28th February, September 98 to February 99.
Sorry, I've seen it at least 17,000.
Narrator, blah, blah, blah. She was one of the last girls to perform the role.
Who was the last Annie?
That's at the Hippodrome.
Did she leave by helicopter from the roof?
Yeah, like
I'm done with y'all.
I'm out.
Danny, what number do you have?
For the original Broadway play, this is not including the revival.
Get close to 24.
It's not. It's nowhere close.
What was it?
The number I've come up with, I don't know. There might
I
be
said
more.
6.
Can I change my number?
No.
I said 13. I know. I said 15, and I'm sticking
I now
with it.
say 12.
No!
Okay. What?
Shut up!
Dave said okay.
No, I said 13. You ain't fucking doing shit.
All right, 24 it is.
All right, well, you guys are going to be pretty disappointed because I've only been able to locate 5.
No.
I said 6.
Incarnations of Annie.
No, you didn't say 6. Don't try to fucking jap me. I'll fucking...
Right. There's only 5 of them?
From the original play, yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of understudies and alternates, but...
let's count the understudies.
5. Let's see. Broadway, original. Andrea McArdle.
Yep.
Reed Shelton. No, that's Daddy Warbucks. Hold on. Andrea McArdle. Shelley Bruce.
Yep.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yep.
Allison Smith.
Yep.
And Allison Kirk.
Yep.
That's it. So those are the 5. And then the revival... Let me get to the revival. The show was later revived at the Victoria Palace. That is not the United States. United States National Touring Company. Come on, where's the fucking revival?
I have one name. It's the revival.
Broadway revival, 97, entitled Annie 20th Anniversary, starring Nell Carter and later Sally Struthers as Miss Hannigan.
So there was a black Annie then.
Well, no, she was not
Annie.
Oh.
Fucking.
Let's see. Broadway ran.
Imagine Nell Carter's Annie.
Molly.
Yeah.
Who played Annie? Let me see. Annie understudy.
I have the name.
Andrea Kaisman.
What?
Wow.
As the orphan swing Andy understudy played Pepper, and Andrea.
Wow.
I think it's only one.
Can I just say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Brittany Kissinger.
Yes, okay, I got that one. Kissinger, then 8, became the youngest actress ever to play Annie on Broadway.
Wow.
But it says who played Pepper, and Andrea Kaisman as the orphan swing / Annie understudy. Okay, all right.
So that
she
makes...
was an orphan and an understudy, but then Kissinger was 8, and she was Annie. So that's 6.
Wow.
No, if my math...
Even James Lipton turned this off. This is way too gay. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize to the listeners, to everyone for even bringing it up. I thought it was just kind of a fun little twist.
So who won?
6 Annies. I win with the lowest bid of 13, my friend.
There you go.
What?
There you go, little girl.
Fucking A. Annie just made me some money.
Mother.
Your little...
How did our $10
fag
bet
knowledge.
turn into $20 bet?
Thank you.
A $20 bet.
Thank you. I knew I'd
all 20s?
win a little money with my Broadway knowledge.
You guys see the picture of Phil Spector in the paper today without his wig?
He looks better without the wig.
He was an
How
Annie.
many wigs did Phil Spector own?
Yeah.
He looks a little bit like an Annie.
He could play Annie. Did he play Annie? I think
like
he was an
an orphan.
understudy.
He has a fine horseshoe when he's not wearing that wig.
Does he?
Oh, it's brutal.
That whole big afro thing is a wig?
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
Amazing, right? No hair
would they
follicles
have
for
that?
him, man.
He's always
No,
piercing
he went wig.
his lips like he's a model or something.
Yeah.
He looks like the fucking killer. I can't think of the movie.
From Little Children. He looks like that guy. What's his name? Stacy. Who's the guy from the Bad News Bears who played the pedophile?
I'm not a state. Yeah.
Oh, it's not Stacey Keach. No, that's Vic Morrow.
No, come on, Little Children. Like he was in the Bad News Bears, and then he grew up and
Kelly Leak.
Oh, Kelly
Kelly
Lee.
Lee. Oh yeah, what was the movie?
Kelly
I was
Lee.
going to buy that.
yeah, it's a really good movie.
Oh, my God. That's Phil Spector.
Yeah.
Without
Holy
the hair.
shit. He's got a
There's like-
skullet.
There's like 3 stories or something, right, in that movie? Dave? What's that movie?
That big
What?
curly
What's that
thing was a
movie?
wig?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
it's
would he
got,
wear that wig?
It's got what's Jennifer Connelly's in it, and what's her name? The girl from the Titanic, and
Kate Winslet?
Winslet.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's really good.
Look at the wild hair. And the wild hair.
He looks better like that, I'm telling you.
I could see him with the Annie wig on. That would be a
He
great
looks
punishment.
like a creep, man. He just, I guess he was.
Yeah.
What is he?
Shot a girl in his house.
4'5"? How tall is he?
How many like celebrity colonics do you think he had? Like, doesn't he look like one of those guys? Like, I eat baby food and I lick a crystal or something.
Is he only like 5'4"?
No, he
Come on.
he didn't look that tall on the. That's why he wore that wig. Give him a few more inches.
Give him a little.
He looks ridiculous in the wig.
Well, he sure does, Jimmy. He sure does. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Yeah.
Is it a wig, or is he doing some weird, grew it out, blew it dry, and teased it up?
Get the fuck out of here.
Does he have green eyes, or is he staring into my soul? Does he?
He has a very comfortable in a shirt-looking neck.
Oh, God.
He does look like a lizard type.
Yeah.
He's a lizard man.
Yeah. Oof.
He's an insurance selling gecko.
He's like 5 foot.
Horrible man.
5'5".
Oh.
Little fella.
People are suggesting we show David Tell the train video from the other day.
Let me see it.
Yeah, are you a big fan of the videos on the internet, Dave?
Train?
I never keep up with them. I'm a few behind.
Yeah. You got one that stands out, though?
For me personally?
Yeah, that one that made you go, wow. Love the internet.
Well, there is a great, I think it was the Third Annie touring company.
Yeah. What's her name?
She had a bit of a mishap. Her, little womanly time came in. They fired her immediately.
Which Annies are dead?
In mid-dance.
No, I really don't keep up with it. So has it been getting good? Like, is
internet?
it all skateboard accidents and stuff? I like the skateboard accidents. I like when the friends laugh at the guy till he passes out. I think that's what friendship is about. Oh, dude, you're never going to walk again. I know.
Most of them are a waste of time, but every once in a while you get a doozy.
Is this a sexual one, or is it?
No, I don't even want to say. You just got to see it for yourself.
It's a surprise one.
It's good. I think
some of them.
I think you would appreciate it.
Well, that Susan Boyle thing, that was a disappointment.
Yeah.
I could barely rub one out to that. But, I mean, yeah.
Why do they give her a makeover?
Yeah, that was dumb.
What was that gonna?
They should have done it with a shotgun.
It's like putting a sweater on a dog. You still can't eat at a restaurant.
Exactly.
And then she went immediately insane. She didn't even get 15 minutes.
The show ended. She went right to the mental hospital. Here it is. This one's fantastic.
Here we go.
Is there like a beheading?
No.
Well, sort of.
No.
Come on.
This is in India, where they travel on trains inside, outside.
It's Slumdog Millionaire. Don't worry about it. Guess what's going to happen? Wait for it.
Well, this is just the beginning.
Wait for it.
This guy's like, hey, let me on. I got a ticket.
Oh, jeez.
There's a lot of smoke coming off of him.
His head is on fire, by the way.
Yeah.
His head is on fire.
Do you think he feels anything there or no?
No.
Wait, you're missing the voiceover. The local from Calcutta to Bombay is delayed.
You know what, though? My favorite part of the video is the guy that goes on the train just assuming that this will be a quick little thing and the train will take off.
There, they probably do just brush him off and
You
get
think?
the train rolling.
Say there's not an investigation, really?
No, why would
no
there
yellow
be?
tape, nothing? Just
It's all on surveillance camera. It's all on video.
That is
pretty amazing.
It looks almost like it's Pixar,
Yeah, like fake.
Yeah.
He touches that wire.
Why would you grab that wire? The wire powers a locomotive.
He was dead before he hit the top of the train.
Oh, hell
Am
yeah.
I dumb, guys, to think that I could do that and would make it? Am I getting the wrong message from these videos?
I think you are getting the wrong message. It's not a handrail up there.
I mean,
it's a high voltage wire.
Can I say this? How shitty is this country? They can't bury their high wires.
But you don't expect a guy to be on the train grabbing at it either. They put it out of view. Out of reach.
Can't you see he's a performance artist? He's probably doing like, come on, y'all, I need some claps. You want me to do some of my crack ups? Wow.
I'd like to know, in this country, though, how many people die from hitting that third rail? Because that thing is just sitting out there.
It is protected, though. It's got a little thing going
It's
over
got a
it.
little wooden thing over it.
Yeah, but why can't they figure out the third rail thing?
Because the train has to touch
power.
it.
I understand, but
Needs
there's
some
got to be a
power.
way to you know.
I don't know.
Maybe,
You know what would have saved his life?
A long extension
Steam.
cord.
A steam engine.
Steam
would have
engine,
saved this guy's
yes.
life.
Never happened with a steam engine.
I think we found David Blaine's next trick.
That is definitely. I'm glad you guys showed that. to
Not
me.
only did he get zapped, but then the unfortunate turn that he fell into it with his head when he fell down, like right there.
He's completely on fire.
Yeah, right there.
Will
He's
you
on
pause it
fire.
right now? He's like he just realized. I made a mistake.
Oh boy. And then the fall couldn't have tickled if he was.
I think that
had the least bit of consciousness left.
That fucking first. Wouldn't it be funny if that's what killed him? He banged his head.
Autopsy is a blunt force concussion to the head.
So, can we do this with the Guantanamo guys?
Whoa!
Jeez, look at that.
Now that's a flash.
Wow, is this a different angle or something?
No, Danny,
it's like one frame.
One frame.
One amazing frame.
He's completely. This fire has engulfed this guy.
Do you think this is gonna? What's his name's gonna do this on his Spike show? Jesse.
James.
Jesse James.
Yeah, on that Killed Jesse James show or whatever it is.
That is an amazing. That is why I like how everybody just backs up a little bit because they don't want to lose their spot on the hell train.
I'm online, on the death train.
It would be even better if like, that flash activated all the Bengal tiger release, and they all like
Bengal. What the fuck?
Like somebody's being the worst death, of course, is being this. The baby elephant.
Yeah,
like because he can't really lift you up and do that kind of like cartoon.
Smash you around,
smashing you in the ass.
How did he wind up falling on his back if he's facing that way now?
I want to see like another one.
He just spun around in an awful pirouette.
Does a little pirouette of death.
He's cute.
It's a great fall, man.
And his arms are just out there like dead guy, fucking frozen arm guy.
Frozen time.
I remember what one guy said to him right before.
You do?
Yeah, he said, like, did you hear about David Carradine? He's like, oh, well, I thought we were going to do a movie. What happened? And then, that is so horrible.
My head's on fire.
Yeah, look at that.
You don't think he feels anything at that point, right?
You know how moist your head is? You
Well,
know what it takes for your head to catch on fire?
I don't think they have body hair, so I think, they went right to the skin.
No, the Indians are very hairy.
No?
Yeah,
They're very hairy legs.
Ah.
They're hairy-legged people.
Well, that is, and how... What happened? Like,
There's no follow-up to these.
Is this like a weird, like thing that goes on over there? Is that what
America's
they do?
Funniest Home Videos.
They just pile him on the train, and they.
Sagget's good, but he's not that good. He couldn't funny this up. He'd have to go.
India's Funniest Home Videos.
It's
It
a
might
toss.
have been funnier, but
They ride the top of the train, Dave.
you don't have to go.
You didn't
in
see
the train.
Slumdog Millionaire?
I didn't see it. No.
It's a good movie.
Is that good?
Do you like movies?
I like movies, but I'm not really a fan of India. Like I never wanted to go there as a kid, and I think like it just smells like just smelly, like sad smells, like burning people on a train.
Burning train people.
The food smells awful.
Yeah.
Curry. A lot of.
No, I
curry.
like the people, but I really don't want to go. Like my brother was there, and he said like they have the weird like panhandling, not like in the city here where they all have a joke and a sign.
Yeah. I'll cut my daughter's arm off.
Like they'll like rip their eyeballs out for
Saw
some
that in
change.
Slumdog.
So you sure that was India, right?
We
Yeah.
just assumed. We assume a lot.
No,
on
there
the
was
show.
some guy from India that called up yesterday and confirmed it was indeed
Oh, that's
India.
right. You're right.
Because he translated some of the people's reactions.
Wow.
Saying, he's dead, he's dead. One guy was yelling, apparently.
Do you think they're going to make a movie about that guy now? Or
Yeah, they'd have to.
That is what a horrible
starring
way to
Rutger
die.
Hauer.
But is it a horrible way to die? Do you feel that at all? Like he got
That guy knew nothing.
Well,
He's
it's horrible because he looks like a young guy.
Well, I think it's the
If you're
cameraman.
like 80-something, and then you go out that way,
Dude,
then that's kind of a good way to go out.
the sound of that.
That's a lot of electricity going through you.
Do you feel that? I'm wondering if you feel that, or is it so
That had to
instantaneous
be instant.
that you don't, or are you alive for a few seconds?
He was
that as shocking as realizing that you guys have been twittering Jimmy?
You can't get over that.
You think he just got a tweet?
What's
and
worse?
Whoa!
I was talking about twittering with
Or the
Jimmy
Annie.
Fallon or the Annie thing.
Yeah.
You had us dead.
I'm so glad that you showed me that, because that was really what I did to comedy with the Annie bit. I was on a train going nowhere, and also I
Sometimes-
grabbed the wire called Annie.
Why don't we?
Sometimes it ain't about...
That was really a shocking video. And, as a child, we've all wanted to travel on top of trains, but
Yes.
never. No, you can't. Even in India, where life,
They do that in Brazil, too. The
They
kids
do?
will train surf, and then a
They used
lot
to
of
do
them
it in
hit
New York.
signs and stuff.
They used to do it here in New
Yeah,
York.
they hit the underpasses
They
and
finally,
find them dead on the side of the track.
Figured out how to stop it in New York. Why don't we take a break, and when we get back, we're not going to talk about Annie. How
All
about
right,
that?
that's cool.
I don't care. I
David
made my
Tell,
money.
Friday through Sunday at Caroline's, 212-757-4100. I don't have to tell you, David Tell is hilarious, and these tickets are going to sell really fast. So get on the phone. They're open for business right now.
Get on the horn.
212-757-4100. Hanging with David Tell. He's going to be at Caroline's this weekend. 212-757-4100. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Right? For David Tell.
I've gotten a text from Dr. Steve, man, about the explosion. I read this off the air, but I'll read it on the air. It's about why was the guy dead on impact? He said he was dead within microseconds of the first thwomp. And the fact that he capitalized and wrote THWOOOMP and put it in quotes, it makes me want to fucking just lop his feet off. His brain turned to carbon immediately. Your reaction time is 0.3 of a second. He was dead before that. And then I wrote, do the eyeballs explode? Because somebody asked that.
I asked that, yeah.
And he wrote, they absolutely could. That kind of heat in an enclosed sphere of fluid, sure. The current would have to pass through or near the eyes to vaporize the liquid. And then he wrote, I'm going to amend my answer. Usually when you get a high voltage, it travels over the surface, and he put surface in capital letters, of the conductor, which he wrote was his skin. That's why he was on fire. And I wrote, but felt nothing. And he wrote, oh my God, it was instantaneous. In the electric chair, it's a little different. The current causes the heart to stop. In this case, it was like he was getting a blow to the head as well, at the speed of light. So no, I can't imagine he felt a thing. And on a lighter note, how's your herpes?
So wait, so the eyeballs might explode. They might not?
Yeah,
might not. It's a 50-50 shot. You don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't stand in front of him, though, just in case.
That's electricity for you. You really don't know. You got to respect it.
Yeah.
You know?
Not something to be toyed with.
It's an odd little thing, electricity, isn't it?
Electricity is like a wild 88-year-old man with a loaded gun in it. This guy's like
and hate in his heart.
I know, but he's like 5 hate groups behind. Blacks and Jews. That's like yesterday's news.
Stop it.
Way more.
Yeah, there's more other people to hate. It's new people to hate.
88.
Let's go to Footer. Footer!
Yo, good morning, boys.
Hey, Footer.
Hey, man.
Hey, wanted to let Attell know. First of all, dude, you fucking rock. You are hysterical.
Hey, thanks, man.
No problem, man. And do you realize that, you know, the boys talked about this a few days ago, but you have definitely a really big influence on a lot of comics out there, dude. You know, not just drastically biting off your shit, but just your approach. Jimmy had mentioned it a little bit, so time to kiss your ass a little bit. Let's.
Yeah, I was saying that the other day, like this, how many guys you see, like that you've been very influential and accidentally so, just guys that do like
Gallagher.
a television. Yes, well, that hitting the fruit thing.
Hey, you know, first of all, I gotta say to anybody who knows comedy and like follows it, besides like just like, hey, I saw a guy in a movie and I want to go see him at the local comedy. Thank you for knowing comedy. Like Jim is a big supporter, and you guys have always like, you know, like showed it more than what it is. They're like people are out there writing material and everyone's got a different take. So thanks for that. And when you say that I'm an influence, that means I'm over. So
but it's like
I kind of agree with you.
It's like Dave and I have said many times. My job is to entertain them.
I would like to. I would like to be shocked back into entertaining people. I don't think I'm entertaining at all.
The way it influence people, like Louis will notice it more because Louis not at the Cellar that much or any other club. Like he'll just pop in. He'll go, "Guys, doing a tell." Like you'll just see like a comedian who doesn't know, but Dave has such a specific way that he holds the microphone and these little they're just Dave's behaviors. Yeah.
People copying my emphysema.
Yes, people mimicking Dave's near-death experience every night. But these little things that you see comedians doing, and they don't even realize that they've been very influenced by Dave.
Well, thanks.
That's it, man. I just wanted to let you know that. Great job, and I will talk to you boys later. I'm out.
All right, Footer. Wow. Why are we looking at a YouTube video that's titled David Tell on Good Day, Alabama?
Oh, when was that?
Wow.
Oh,
What
yeah,
happened? What happened on this show?
Wow, that looks like a pimp and 2 whores.
Look at them leaning over to show interest. Oh, look at the anchor on the right.
I kicked off that show?
For real?
No, I don't. I remember it was.
I would imagine.
No, I couldn't say anything because it was too dirty. You know, but there's some fun happening out there, I'm sure. Actually, all the news lately has been a little down. You know,
yeah. It's been a rough.
I wish you didn't bring that up, but I guess we could talk about. I like to think my act is kind of news-proof. I mean, if there's something in there, it's a little salacious, you know, a little blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you know, basically, I talk about drinking and you know partying. Do you guys have a drink now? I guess you can with the morning stuff.
Yeah, drink a lot in the morning. Off.
You know,
Janice, not so much.
They're
but,
probably luscious.
A power drink, maybe. You know, a little. We're all in our eyes. This is a huge mistake. Everybody in that room, the camera. So, yeah, but I do a drinking thing, but I want to tell the kids right now, don't drink and drive. All right. and I love kids.
Yeah, you're serious about that.
Yeah, no, I'm on the
It's great to
internet
have
talking
fun,
to them all
but you
day.
are so right.
Pause that for a second.
All right. Oh, God. Why can't they pick up on anything?
This is the greatest.
That's good. I don't know how I can barely do it. There's no way you could ever do it.
I'm horrendous. I do the same thing you did. I throw it back to them. But you guys must like to have a drink and hope they say something funny and we all laugh and I get credit for it. Like we're all having fun together.
They are
It's
the
fucking
best.
awful.
They are the best. Smile you the fuck out of a room, people. Like local morning TV. Like, well, thank you, come back. You know, like, get out of here, beat it.
Holy shit! Smiling you the fuck out of the room.
Yeah,
That's
like,
exactly the name for it.
Different.
Okay,
I hate
thank
it.
you for coming by.
Look how I definitely look like an Armenian pimp who's it's like a deleted scene from Taken. It's like, how much for the blonde with the short hair? God, I'm ugly.
Wait, you actually look good on that. You fucking look thin. You look confident.
I love kids.
Look,
I'm
I
on
have
the
my,
internet with them all the time. He says,
I have my Indian pack and my chest hair out.
"Yes, it is good. Nice look."
I didn't hear the internet line. I'm on the internet.
Oh, the internet. No, that was the line. I heard that. I'm like, oh my god, did they catch that?
I know that's the one line where you're like, this is definitely, it's not dirty, but it's really not appropriate.
It's not
but you're like kind of like
appropriate.
hoping a friend will watch it and like say something. But
Yeah, for Alabama morning radio.
They're not picking up on anything, though.
I wish they would always bring me in like for the weather when they do the weather, I think, because the weather person is the wackiest person in the news. They are always the drunks and the drug addicts, and it's like, let's go to whatever, and they never know where they're standing, and like for some reason the girls have to have a gigantic rack when they do the weather to get people interested in weather. Whatever. But dudes, thanks for having me in, guys. I know you got a big night tonight, so how are you going to play it? Who's going to be good cop? Who's going to be bad
Wait,
cop?
I want to hear the rest of that.
There's
interview.
nothing else there.
We want to hear the internet line again. Dave.
This is ticket sales are going to go down.
I think he doesn't want us to play this.
I'm dying to see this.
A little salacious, a little blue.
Yeah.
But I'm using my hands a lot. I talk about drinking and partying. Do you guys have a drink now? I guess you can with the morning stuff.
Yeah, drink a lot of
See, look at me, a friend.
Not so much, but
Have a power drink, maybe. A little a Red Bull.
he's got a Kool-Aid in the back.
Well, Red Bull's all right.
Yeah.
The Red Bull's all right.
So but I do drinking thing. But I want to tell the kids right now, don't drink and drive. All right. And I love kids.
Yeah,
You're serious about that.
Yeah, no, I'm on the
It's great to
internet
have
talking
fun,
to them all
but
day. Yeah.
I didn't catch
You get the cameraman laughing. Then you know it's good. Bring the goats back in.
Yeah.
In the time we have left, we could
Yeah, I
get
followed
taken
some
off the air,
goats.
right?
You think? Wouldn't that be great?
Well, when he came in, I said, this is G-rated. He understands that.
No, let's get what we're doing here together. Let's do it, ladies, and take on The View. What do you think?
Okay.
I think we
The
can.
View, come on. We could
Definitely.
be a little, take it to another level of it.
Alabama could handle a little New
You're
York.
a lot cuter than Rosie O'Donnell.
Well, thank you.
Very nice, Karen.
That's a good dig for her.
Yeah.
That was like
Alabama.
they're at the end of this.
All right, it's 444-0008, stardome.com. You can go check out the
People are going to go there now.
By the way, Birmingham, Alabama, 3 American Idol winners.
Really?
Yeah, 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, spell it.
I don't know about.
How'd that gig work out?
David, thanks for that.
There's a lot of buybacks. Luckily, well, what happened? These two come down to the show. They're lit. We're all doing nitrous. These two cum buckets come rolling down here. I promised them a T-shirt and a reach around. And no, that's a rough town for me. How about you, Birmingham?
Never did it.
What's with you? What?
I want to go out and do a bunch of cities that I've never done before.
Birmingham, Alabama, Salt Lake City.
Those two I'd absolutely do. I want to do Oklahoma. I said that already, but I've never done Oklahoma.
Yeah, hey, you could do this tour with me. I want to do the Lewis and Clark tour from St. Louis to Seattle.
Let's do that.
Through Montana and the other regions where they're not going to get you.
Let's do that.
And,
I would actually like to do that.
To raise money for his family.
Yeah, the Von Braun so they can bury him properly.
Keeps pointing at the picture. You guys want to do Hollywood 411 with Club Soda Kenny?
Oh, is it a new one?
It's a new one.
Then I surely would listen.
Yeah, Club Soda Kenny doing a bit for us, Dave. He's talking about pop culture and what's going on out there.
You guys bumped him up from coffee getter to actual. He's a correspondent.
Yeah,
the interns are on our show. Yeah,
well, anything Kenny's into, I'm into. Let's do it.
Whatever it takes to get to 11 o'clock every day.
It can't be anything.
That's what we say.
It Can't be funnier than that Good Morning Cock-a-Doodle-Doo Alabama clip. Go ahead.
The Hollywood 411 with Club Soda Kenny.
We'll start off with Kim Kardashian. Did you hear she got a haircut? Who cut her hair? A blind butcher? Here's a poem for Kim. You're a woman of style and a woman of class, but the best thing about you is your big fat ass. Let me tell you something. If we were both squirrels, I'd store my nuts in her hole. The only time I would kick her out of bed would be to fuck her on the floor.
Hollywood 411.
Last week...
What do you think so far?
Kick her out of bed to fuck on the floor is fine.
You don't
I think it's true.
You don't like the poem?
I think she got a haircut.
It's all true.
I like the poem because I couldn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Well hidden.
Class. Gee, when you hear class as the rhyme word.
And it has something to do with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Let me think.
Are we supposed to rate him?
Well, I just figured it.
I give it 4 Annies.
4 Annies.
Go ahead.
One dead.
You got to give me commitment. I'll commit to a shitty bit.
One uncircumcised savage on a train roof. I'll give it.
Savage.
Hollywood.
Get down,
Last week at the Tony
train. Get down. That was how they promoted Slumdog coming out on DVD.
Yeah, with that video.
With the magic of electricity. I like it.
Last week at the Tony Awards, Bret Michaels had a little treble. Besides being bald, now he's got a broken face. But he's got a lot of well-wishers. They all would like to throw him down one. Oh, well.
Hollywood.
Wow.
What?
It's a whale joke, because...
Oh.
A whale?
Down one. Oh, well.
Is it an anti-whaling joke? Then I'm against it.
Him?
What's oh well mean?
Well,
do you know how many people die a year from whales?
Whales?
Oh, he said well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, he doesn't like them.
Yeah.
That's different.
Adam Lamberts shocked the world this week by admitting he's a fagula. He never fooled me because I got gaydar. Good for him. More chicks for me. Have a good time for yourselves, pillow biters. Faggots crack me up the way they fuck each other in the ass. You know, they give each other the meat nozzle. And you know what's funny? When they do a turd cough after ass fucking. I'd like to see a photo of him farting cum out of his ass. I bet you his anal audio is better than his singing. And this has been the Hollywood 411 with me, Club Soda Kenny, the only 411 better than the morning mashup. Goodbye.
The Hollywood 411 with Club Soda Kenny.
That was...
Who listens to these before we play
Is he out of his mind?
Can I get that on Hulu?
Who listened to that?
Does the producer listen to this?
I think Troy Kwan, his producer.
No, but does our fucking producer...
Our producer listened to that before that?
I'm sure Sam worked on it with him.
Because I would assume that is a little over the top.
A little
as
too much,
far as,
even for satellite radio?
As far as, offending certain groups that...
It's just, it was pointless.
I thought that they said,
the worst.
Kenny, here's 2 written and you make up the last one.
Yeah, that's what you know something? That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, it seemed like it was really from the heart.
It seemed like the last one was more just Kenny going off as remembering his ex-cop days.
Yeah, he did sound like a cop.
Just,
So we should admit that that was a little crazy.
But it's still, you got to get the entertainment news out there.
Yeah,
somehow.
well, how are you going to do it, right, David?
Yeah, well, there were a lot of people who were fans, and they were also shocked, much like the train incident, that he was gay. I didn't think he was gay.
I mean, there's something called subtlety.
Oh, well.
Who
had, in this economy?
Double entendre.
Comes to mind.
This economy.
You know.
Yeah, like
job preservation.
Right.
Things like that.
Well, it was
Does
just
anyone understand that, like that?
Let's blame Iraq. Iraq, come on in here and explain.
That isn't what you air, and stay out of trouble?
Iraq, what happened?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's good.
So, well, is he gay? I mean,
Adam, yeah, he came out. His family said
Rolling Stone magazine, he admits it.
Yeah.
Iraq, what?
He gave it to Rolling Stone.
But I mean, after a shit fart when he washing his beat nozzle?
Meat nozzle. Who listened to that with not just the, is it funny or is it that? Who listened to that and said, this could be on the air without any I don't see any trouble from this.
I have no idea. I have no involvement with that creative process. Kenny has his own little group.
No, it's not the creative process. It's a getting from there to the air process.
This is the first I've heard of.
Why don't we bring in Sam? Because I think Sam produces the 411.
How about the producer of the show?
All right, let's get Sam. Sam.
Well, there's a gay guy on Instant Feedback. Chumpy Cohen writes, I'm gay and I say it was fucking funny.
Well, there you go. Of course, they're going to be gay
and
people
Porky
that think
York
it's
from
funny,
Minnesota. The Porky York says, good work, Kenny, another home run.
Did you hear that?
That was the perfect one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because when we were writing it, we were trying to mimic last week's, and he kind of did the same thing.
No, last week's wasn't quite.
What did he do last week that was so bad?
I mean, he did go crazy last. He did
with Kate's pussy,
and he did a gay thing too last week.
No one's saying you can't do a gay thing. Of course you can do it. You can make fun of gay people, but
that was a little over the top.
I'm almost impossible to make uncomfortable with humor. Almost impossible.
What part made you uncomfortable? The meat nozzle?
No, that's
meat nozzle's
stupid.
good.
Look, I'm uncomfortable keeping my job. That's all I'm uncomfortable with.
Yeah, two faggots
Jesus.
fighting.
Yeah, you're like,
unless there was a reason for it or a point to it in the joke, then it makes sense.
Yeah. If we, call each other a faggot, it's different. It's used differently. It's one of those weird, like N-word things, I think. Ooh.
Right, amongst buddies.
It's, you're kind of...
So, but what is he saying about him? Is he getting married, or...?
Yeah, what was the point of it, actually? I don't know. That's
Where
just,
was he going with that?
To me, that's just
is
kind
that the
of
new way
shit
of
that
saying
would
you're getting
just
married?
get us in trouble. That will just cause problems.
Of course,
that's all I see. That's all I see is that causing huge amounts of problems. If somebody, doesn't like it and wants to present that, they could just say, "Here's what they play," and then have, "Oh, look, there's them big gay bashing."
Well, can we rewind it?
But don't you think we earned a lot of gay credits with the Annie talk?
Yeah,
we probably did. As far
I'd say
as
the
the
seesaw is pretty
Broadway
much in the
thing
middle.
goes. You think we're at a perfect balance now?
But what was it again? The shit hiccup? That really
That's
tilts it
fine.
down
Any
towards
type
the
of
answer.
dumb reference like that is fine. Because if you're talking about fucking a girl and you do something vulgar,
That's all right.
you can use any type of stupid euphemisms for what you want.
Here's Kenny, the star of the Hollywood 411. Doesn't even realize that he started a big controversy.
Kenny, the inflammatory words.
Hello.
Are you completely out of your mind?
Yes.
Did you write that last segment with the young gentleman from American Idol?
Do I need plausible deniability?
No, I do.
It was approved through the chain of command.
What's the chain of command?
All right, what's the chain of command? That's what I need to know. Who is the final word for that thing actually being played?
Does somebody want to explain this?
Yeah, I already did. I mean,
I didn't hear who got the final word. Who's the one that goes, I listened to it, and regardless of funny, this, that, I listened to it, it's okay. Like, you wouldn't play a bit if it had some type of defamation in it.
No.
Or something like that. So who listens to it to look for that?
I just listen to it and then give it to Troy, and then we bring it in. There's no...
I like the little pass to Troy. There's a little pass to Troy that happened there.
I'm just letting you know everybody who's involved.
What about our
Steve?
illustrious producer, Steve Carlisi?
Did not get a chance to listen to...
He didn't get a chance to listen.
Boy.
What was Steve doing before he got a chance to listen?
Now we're on to something.
I don't know.
Does he normally listen to them?
No.
No.
Shouldn't the producer of the show listen to what goes on there and think in terms of not if it's funny or not, because I do not want him or anyone gauging if something's funny or not. But if there is something on there that is going to be a problem, maybe. I'm not even saying this will be or would be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, does anyone have that little check valve safety in place?
Not at the moment.
I want to address a couple of people on phones, too. For being cunt, cock, rag, dick, fuck, shit, bitches.
Oh, shit. Let's say hi to Mike in New York.
Hey, Mike.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Dude,
You make fun of everything. Everything.
Yep.
A little gay joke?
Right.
Really?
A little gay joke. Right.
Dude, you got to admit, you're a pussy. Listen to the
You don't listen to that, Mike, and think perhaps it might get. Do you think I give a flying fuck? Huh, Mike? Answer me, cunt. I'm trying to keep a job.
Dude,
dummy.
Now, this is one thing that you have a problem with?
Mike, you're being unrealistic.
Do you honestly think the company wouldn't have a problem? Do you think I sit here and have a problem with a lot of shit? I look at stuff in the big picture and go, I think somebody has to listen to something to see if someone else is going to have a problem. Do you understand what the fuck I'm even talking about, you dumb son of a cunt?
Okay, so what? Yeah, all right, hold on. When you making black jokes, why you...
No one said you can't make gay jokes.
Did I ever drop the N-bomb on this fucking show?
All right, we know...
Did I? Answer me, you fucking asshole! Answer me!
Awkward.
Did I? Mike?
Yes.
Shithead.
Dave, just look down.
Huh?
Listen, man, you make enough. Just relax, dude.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
You need to relax.
Shut your fucking mouth, Mike.
What's the matter? You didn't get any last night?
Get any? Yeah, you had that whore fucking cunt mother of yours came over and sucked my fucking dick, drained the cum out of it, and I pumped it all down her fucking throat till it came out her nose, that whore cunt mother of yours.
Heterosexual.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Walt Fraser's cock deep in her mouth.
Mike, could you say that again? We couldn't hear you. The phone cut out.
Yeah, I get it.
We got off on the wrong foot. I'm sorry, Mike.
Let's go to Keith in New York. Keith.
Bill, Anthony's the one who fucking, if that was a black joke, it would be no big deal. It's a fucking fag joke, he's going to make a big deal.
What black jokes do I make? I'm not saying, do you know how many gay jokes we make on this show, and how many black jokes, and how many any other jokes we make on this show?
You're being a pussy.
When you use the term fag, in a derogatory manner, as far as gay people go, you're asking for trouble. Not that. Do you think I'm fucking offended by the word fag? I'm being honest here. I could give a shit. I'm
you're
saying
being a pussy.
that. All right, I'll be a pussy. I'll be a pussy.
You guinea fuck. I'm 17
There
years
we
old.
go.
Fuck
There
you
we
up.
go. All right.
Every time you use the word fag, Neil Patrick Harris turns around.
Yes.
Wait, no, I'm trying to make a point, guys.
Now, I got to be the asshole here for actually trying to keep us from... And every one of these motherfuckers would be like, what happened? They got suspended? They got fired? They got this? Where did it happen? You fucking idiot. 17. Grow a hair on your ball.
All right.
Oh, well.
You want any more of these phone calls in?
I don't care.
All right, which one do you want? You tell me.
I don't care. Pick one.
All right.
Take them all comers.
All right, I'll do this one for you. Kelly in Idaho.
Oh, God. I just love when Anthony goes off on these idiots. I realize I'm a redneck from Idaho, but...
Thank you, girl name.
Stupid. I realize it. It's not my job.
All right.
Well, you raise a good point, miss.
Let's go to Knock in Washington. Knock.
Go ahead, Knock.
Hey, morning, boys.
Hey, how you doing? Go ahead. I love this because I have an answer for you already. Go ahead. What?
Hey, I agree with you as far as needing to be careful.
Yeah.
Child protection, man. So the bottom line is that you've got GLAAD, you've got these other groups who are trying to fuck you guys over.
Yes.
So, in terms of that, but at the same time, where do you draw the line? You guys are an edgy show. So
yes, we're an edgy show, and we're on satellite radio. But you know something? We got fucking suspended from satellite radio because a homeless guy decided to talk about how he wants to have sex with the president's wife. Barbara, or what's the name? Laura Bush.
Laura Bush and Condoleezza Rice.
And the Queen of England. It was a homeless guy who was hysterical. Came in, homeless ramblings into the microphone, and they suspended us from satellite radio because of that.
I remember.
I don't feel like being fucking suspended or fired anymore.
I agree,
I'm kind of out of that point in my fucking career where I want to sit at home wondering how I'm going to pay for my shit.
I agree, Anthony. I'm exiting with my arms randomly punching. Bye-bye.
All right.
So
So no more firings? How about one more for old times?
I'll take
Old times.
one. I'll
Old
take
times.
one more when we're ready. When we're ready, a blaze of fucking glory, my friend.
The best
blaze of glory.
The best part. This might be a little inside, but Mike R. and Pat Chow goes, I love how Ant said he's never dropped the N-word on this show.
No, of course not. Not on this show. I don't drop the N-bomb in public.
On any show.
No.
Right.
Although you do lean over and whisper it often.
You know what? This guy wants you just to calm down. Larry in Connecticut. Larry.
Hey,
We
what do
appreciate
you want, Larry?
We appreciate your opinion on this radio show of ours.
Well, thank you, sirs. First of all, I want to say I'm looking forward to seeing Opie and Schneider from One Day at a Time on Jimmy Fallon's.
That's right, Pat Harrington.
All right, he starts out with a good joke. I'll give him that. Schneider. I'm going to roll some cigarettes up in my sleeve.
Did anyone come up with that one yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've said it many times.
Yeah.
No.
You're been said. You're a handsome gentleman, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
I just wanted to say, calm down, man. Didn't you guys play a little ditty called Shit Dick yesterday?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, David, tell him so.
That's
I forgot
different.
about that. We did. We did play
There
shit.
is a bit of a difference on that one.
Dude, Ant is totally right. He's not making a judgment on, like, that was tasteless. I don't go for that.
I don't
But
care.
he's talking about this shitty climate, and it's common sense. And I heard it, and I thought the same thing.
I
And I'm not offended.
I looked over at Jimmy as it was playing and went like, uh-oh. And I just want to know what the chain of command is and who approves stuff like that, or at least doesn't say, hey, guys, listen to this. Do you think this would be okay or not? And now we have Mr. Steve Carlisi, who that bit was actually about, in the room right now.
No, it wasn't. The chain of command, I have a feeling, is now going to change with Sam's bits, with Sam's and Kenny's bits, because up until now,
don't. I'm not saying hold back. I'm not saying anything like that.
No,
Just,
you know what?
I want to hear it. Perhaps, maybe Ope, give it a listen. Jimmy, just so we can go like that might be a sticky wicket if we have to defend that. You know, you got to look at something and go, are we really going to be able to defend that if it shows up as a soundbite somewhere?
We never listen to bits before they're played, which is our stupidity, but we assume that there's fucking people behind the scenes who are listening with common sense. And we're not saying don't be nasty or edgy, because we expect that.
Yes.
No, so, you know what? In all fairness, you guys do listen to a lot of bits before they hit the air, and I'm not. And in this case, Sam's been very good in the past of reining Kenny in, because Kenny's out of his fucking mind when he writes these things.
Should have seen him as a
see
cop.
what
happened there.
That was fantastic.
But no, and in the past,
Don't be sad, Kenny.
Don't be.
It's
Kenny.
okay.
I can't be responsible
you.
for anything bad happening to you guys.
No, you're an artist. So what you do is what you do. It then has to run through the proper channels.
Yeah, Kenny, you're just an artist. Don't
to
worry
make
about
sure
it.
you're just the talent.
You're like a G.G. Allen.
You don't
type.
have to
You're
worry
good.
about that.
You're good.
All right, thank
It's
you.
in between
Relax.
point A
Relax.
and point B, which is your mouth and the speakers that people listen to the show. In between there, some things have to be done.
I still apologize to you.
Don't worry about
and
it.
any of those sweet in the pants people I offended.
Don't worry about
Oh, well, you know.
It's just so fucking stupid.
It's
fucking annoyingly stupid.
There's certain things that are not very defendable when put in a soundbite. And we know over the years, there's no getting your chance to get your side of the story out or try to say, what we meant was, the context, blah, blah, no one hears it, play the soundbite. That's what happens. That's why I think we got to be just a little smarter when it comes to some of those things. Unless we want to if we all want to fucking lose our jobs, that's fine then. Then let's just do that.
Can I say one thing as a guest, Anthony?
Yes, sir.
Cool? First of all, I was going to go see the movie Bruno. I don't think I'm going to see it now. I'm afraid some of those things might happen.
It might be too offensive.
Yeah. So.
You know something? I'm afraid I'm not going to say it.
You know, it's cool. You get to see the process.
It is funny, though. Sacha Baron Cohen brings a black baby out, and he goes, I named it OJ, and that's like in the trailers. And we're worried that the word faggot was played. We're going to get in Dutch.
A double standard.
It is a total.
It is a double standard. That's the problem.
Radio
That's
guys
the
suck.
fucking
Everyone
problem.
else is all right.
Believe me, I'd like to sit here and say everything that's in my head every second of the day. But I can't.
Please don't.
But I can't. I can only do it through my rolled-up Escalade windows as I'm driving through traffic with stereotypical people that can't drive.
Listening to Wagner.
But there aren't a lot of things on this. There really are not a lot of things that like I said, that I'm like fucking. Very, very few.
Right, could be like a problem. That's all. I wasn't getting uncomfortable at the content. I don't care. It's not
all-
like it
all
bothers
fair
me
game.
like, oh, gee, I'm personally offended. No, I'm just thinking like that's a sticking point that's like, oh, boy.
And you have to think, will
boy.
the company back us? No.
Right. Oh, please.
No.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's another thing. The company back us? Ha! No.
What is that based on, Ant?
Unbacking. On a history of unbacking.
Yeah. Wait for the book. Holy
Not to be
shit.
backed.
The latest one's amazing.
Backless.
Latest one's amazing.
So, I just kind of want to... That's all.
So how many Annies?
I was going to say, are you guys going to play that on
6
Fallon tonight?
total, counting
5
the
or 6?
revival.
Yeah, okay.
You got to
6
play
total.
that on Fallon tonight.
Yeah, Dave, I'm
I'll pay
sorry.
you 20
I'm sorry the
bucks.
appearance ended so weird.
Well, hey, you know what?
A little strange.
It was awkward.
A little
Whatever,
awkward.
But I like to see that you guys get things, done. You have a problem, you don't
vent
hide
these
it.
things on the air.
Yeah, you
Yes.
get it out, and I
Would it help
get up,
if-
but I'm hard. from
Would it
this
help if we
description.
put Jason on the phone? He's gay and he loved the bit.
He liked it.
What is this going to be? A stereotypical gay voice guy from Brooklyn that is going to make like he's...
Jason.
No, nothing stereotypical. Love your show. I listen to it all the time. I'm on
Okay,
the
he's a
road.
real gay guy.
This guy's so gay.
He's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
you can tell.
Oh, wait,
You can
wait.
tell by the voice. Yeah. Very gay, actually.
What's up there, sir?
Yeah.
Not that gay. I'm gay, but not that gay. But listen, I had no problem with what you guys were saying and what Kenny did. I thought the humor in it was fine. And
Oh, that's okay. So next time you sign my paycheck, make sure the address is right. Okay. Oh, that's right. You don't.
You're right. You're very right. We'll just have to agree to disagree.
Yeah, on more than one thing, my friend.
Yeah. Well, I think you guys are cool. You're one gay listener.
Yes,
We have
our gay
2,
listeners.
maybe
guy.
3. I think we have 3.
We actually have so many more than you'd think. I
know
can't
you do. I know you
can't
do.
even go into fucking peep booths anymore because I'm afraid I'm going to peek through the glory hole and someone's going to go, "Happy birthday, little Jimmy."
I don't even listen to House View. I love your show, and even with the gay jokes, you're just lucky we don't have a Reverend Gay Al out there.
You do.
Yeah.
We don't. Really.
Oh, you guys.
Believe me.
Yes.
Believe me, you gays are represented.
Yeah, you're well
We've
represented.
seen it happen.
Well, there you go. That should make us all feel
All right,
better.
thank you,
no.
sir.
All right, hey guys.
Yeah.
If one of them says it's
Jason, got us? Probably. Yeah.
well, thanks for having me, guys. Whoa.
Oh, well, no problem.
That's my laugh. Can you believe?
Now we know that there has to be
haunted
it's like the
laugh.
Cuban Missile Crisis. They put the hotline in afterwards.
But Dave is
now we know.
Dave's never seen that before. He's feeling a little
Yeah, it's,
uncomfortable.
I felt like it's like going over someone's house, like when they're, like, hey, let's play, I don't know, like electric football or whatever, and then like the parents are like, I never loved you, and listen, you were a mistake.
You came to my house.
Yeah,
The spaghetti hits the wall.
Jeremy's got
Anthony starts crying.
Jeremy's got some advice for you.
All righty.
Jeremy in Cleveland. Yes.
Hey, Anthony, you got to calm down. You're going to blow out those hair plugs before that big TV.
I don't have hair
right.
plugs.
all right.
You want to keep the hair plugs in your head.
I
man.
don't have hair plugs.
Imagine if you touched that fucking wire. What would happen? That hair would come flying out.
I
man.
would fall down just like the guy did on the train.
Yeah.
And no plugs would go shooting out of my head.
They'd be launched like fucking 4th of July fireworks.
It would look like a hair sparkler or something. Just flying out.
They call them something chasers. I can't remember.
See how he brings it all back, people.
Look at me. What did I say?
You're crazy. You're a shock jock.
That's me.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right.
on Fallon tonight.
What's
David
this shit?
Cal.
Yes.
At Caroline's tomorrow,
Wait.
Saturday, Sunday. All shows, of course, will sell out.
We got E-Rock.
Old Carbon Brain wants to say something.
E-Rock, what do you got?
All right. Well, let's end the show with a positive note here.
Your
You have
suicide.
gifts. All right. This one goes.
Gifts for what?
No, I didn't mean it.
This is very family.
Whose gifts are
First
these?
These are
abuse.
from Caitlin from yesterday.
Oh,
Wow.
She didn't want to
wait.
come upstairs.
Hope it's her pussy in a bag. Thanks.
Who's Caitlin?
The chick we had on yesterday.
Who's Caitlin? Listen to you.
Thanks.
The girl with the tits.
Oh, the girl with the tits. Sure.
She bought me some
I guess.
fucking rice cakes.
Holy
and
shit.
Oh wow, she gives
Donald
good gifts.
Jameson.
Caitlin, you could have saved money. A blowjob would have been perfect. There's no reason to spend your money.
Dan, look this up on wine.com. Dave, you drink wine?
This is good. A bottle of Jameson and Gran Torino on Blu-ray.
That's right, and fucking
directions to the Holocaust Museum.
She brought me two Bruce Springsteen CDs, Gran Torino on Blu-ray.
You know Roland had something to do with this.
Lightly salted rice cakes and Smucker's reduced fat peanut butter.
Wow, because that's what you were eating yesterday.
All she had to do, if she would have just showed me her ass while I jacked off for 30 seconds,
Yes.
I would have plugged her for a month. Thank you very much.
Are you going to movie review camp? Some rice cakes and some Lionel Richie will get you through it.
Did you look up my wine? What's the price?
Something bird.
Luigi Bosca, B-O-S-C-A. A
What type of wine is
2006.
it? A Merlot?
I call it a Malbec.
Oh, look at you.
I don't know.
I like the fact that my card is signed Roland Campos and Kate Cooper.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Yes.
Roland helped out with the gift.
Of course he did.
At least you got a card.
If this wine is less than $20 on wine.com, we're going to have a problem.
Yep.
Oh, boy, are we going to have a problem. Dan, you got an official price?
Oh, you will.
You want the regular
You
price
will.
or the
You'll snort
special
it.
price?
What am I going with, the regular price or the special price?
Both. Regular first.
Yeah.
Regular price, $21.99.
Uh-oh, special price.
$19.79.
Hey, 21 cents, you got to give it to her. She doesn't know. She only has a demo.
What? Nothing. I'm just like, why are you saying what? I didn't do nothing.
Well, maybe you were
No.
gesturing.
I wasn't gesturing for nothing heavy.
Why would you? I mean, sure, it's a good bottle of wine, 1979.
What'll that go for at a restaurant?
You got to double it. So.
Double it. So you're talking a $40 bottle of wine. Hey, what's the matter? Did you just smell something bad? You made a face. Your nose crinkled, and you kind of squinted your eyes, and you looked at me, and then your head went back like...
Special price is what?
Lampert, huh?
Special price is $19.79. Got a 91 in
It was
wine.
the year
special.
Annie came out, I think.
Huh? Why you got a stress thing there, Dave? What the fuck is that thing
a lot of
called?
stress in here.
What is that called?
You
need a stress doll. You're not used to people fighting in front of you.
That was
yelling.
very.
That was uncomfortable.
Yeah,
for
it was a
you.
little
I always
uncomfortable.
yell at the listeners, though.
No, I like that.
Yeah,
that's very cool.
That's fun.
No, but when you're, with the staff and everything, it was very.
Oh, yeah, well, it
you
gets
know.
uncomfortable. I never yell at the staff.
No, I think it's cool that you get it out, though.
I try to talk very logically with the staff.
I mean, I totally get what you guys are doing in this, economy right now. You need,
Yeah,
right. I like that stance for everything now. In this
They're all,
economy.
they got us by the purse strings.
You gotta whatever.
You guys are blowing off the
boy.
fact that I got a rule with all wine I get on this show.
What?
It's got to be over $20 a bottle on wine.com.
I know, $20, but it's 19. You missed by a couple of cents. You don't pardon her? I pardon you.
She had great tits.
Yeah, think of it, those tits.
Nice
those
tits,
nipples.
right?
Yeah, that bottle could go for... Do you get pretzels, too?
I sure did.
Why didn't I get pretzels?
You want them?
Yes. I want to have a couple. It's worth more than your wine.
Why is Dave leaving our show?
I'm not leaving.
Thanks,
I'm leaving. Jesus. It's all right, Dave. We're leaving,
I want to
too.
leave you guys with your gifts.
Yeah. Well,
you want pretzel?
Yeah.
Two comics just sharing a few pretzels. Have some carbs.
Where did E-Rock?
Those are those good little stick ones.
You want
find those? You find those in the back of your couch, in the couch cushions, and in your car seat.
I find these in my cock hole and anus.
These are so sleepover friendly. Go on. Did you finger blast her? I mean, go on. Jimmy's sleepover party.
All right.
Oh, my God.
These are
How are the
delicious.
pretzels?
The best thing that she gave her, these pretzels.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
They rule. Have some Jameson.
Yeah, I'll
That
have
won't
some
hurt, that won't
Jameson
hurt
with
the
it.
appearance tonight.
I don't think maybe I should down this bottle of Jameson before
First
I go out
headbutt
there.
on the Jimmy Fallon. Come over here,
like,
baby.
Yeah,
Bang.
Steve-O.
Anthony headbutts the floor.
Welcome to the show, baby. Bang.
I'll be like Steve-O on fucking
Choke you.
Adam Carolla's show.
Choke you in unconscious. I guess we're going to just leave.
Yeah, let's take off. Very good. I'll put the Jameson in my bar So that way, if someone wants
Perfect.
to enjoy Jameson, they can.
Chilled.
Because I am not really a Jameson fan.
Thank you, Kate Cooper.
Yes.
Kate?
Yes.
What'd she do for the show?
She was great yesterday.
But I'll have Gran
Roland's
Torino
friend?
playing.
Yes. Her heavy breasts.
Yeah, remember that? The weightiness of her breasts. See, now we're leaving later than we wanted to.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All righty. Thank you for
You're just
coming.
you're just gonna leave like this?
Hey, let's go.
Don't leave yet.
Don't. Why are you leaving?
Wait for 2 seconds. Wait for the mics to go off for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere yet, because you have to be privy to something.
All right.
Okay.
Privy to what?
Nothing. Just
Let's just say it
just
on
end
the
the
air.
show. No.
Why? Give me a hint.
Not saying a word.
All right.
Not saying a word.
All right, we're out. Thank you, David Tell. Yes, like Jimmy said, Caroline's. It's going to be
Thank you,
terrific.
guys.
212-757-4100. We'll be on Fallon tonight. Very cool. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. 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 Cool. And we'll see you guys